time. Right, check with your time. It's 21 after 2 on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Good afternoon, GH. This is Joy 99.7 FM. My name is GQ. And of course, you know what we do right here on afternoons like this. It's Showbiz A-Z. It's 25th of May, and this afternoon we start our show with the man who's just been crowned VGMA Artiste of the Decade. Happens once every 10 years, and before him, of course, there's only been one Artiste of the Decade in the name of the music man himself, Mr. Kojo Inchi. We got a new one. It's gonna take another 10 years. And somebody told me in 10 years' time, he just might win it again. And the way things turned out last night means that he is still, you know, last Saturday at the VGMAs, there were other artists in contention for the Artist of the Year category. This man is the only one who's won it twice. If he wasn't going to be the winner, and it was going to be either Stoneboy or Shatta Wale, it means either of them would have squared up 2-2. So currently, he's the only one who's won it twice. Artist of the Year twice, Artist of the Decade, and the most decorated artist in the history of the VGMAs. His followers call him Kinsak. Many others call him Obede. Obrafo crowned him King of Hip Life some time back. And only recently we saw him do his thing with Reggie Rock on that Double 11. Let's say hello to the man Obede Pombede, Sarkodie.
What's up, George? What's up, Ghana?
How you doing?
I'm good.
And look, let me say that. Thumbs up. This is the first time I've invited any act to come on this show, and they've been in the studio an hour ahead of time. You were here at 1 p.m. Yeah, you got here before me. They should have just given you the microphone to host the show. I think that deserves a round of applause, guys. Come on. Whoa. Yeah, no. We're doing it naturally. We won't play clap effect. Sir, congratulations. That's good. It shows the discipline and all that.
Thank you so much.
And one thing that's always fascinated me, I mean, I've been in this event planning and, dealing with artist business for quite a bit. You are the artist I have seen with the smallest team. And the team that's stuck with you from the very beginning. I mean, all through. Maybe the only person who's not on the team right now that I don't see is Dr. Duncan, but almost everybody else who's here has been here from the beginning. What's the secret? How do you keep them? Don't you guys have conflict? Don't you feel like firing Angel, DJ Mensa and all those? I mean, Black Nana. It's been the same people. Why?
So to correct that, for an artist in our industry, for an artist, I think your people around you is kind of limited. If you have a bigger label, which in Ghana, what we normally do is to do freelance aside the immediate team that you need, which is the people you see around me. You don't need more than that. Anyone else will probably be, entourage, as they say. So the basic people that are needed around me is sorted. Anything else that has to be a freelance or agents that we need to work on other things, we could contract them. But I'm talking about keeping people. I have a philosophy myself that I don't trust, but I love.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get me in your bad books. For you to be in my bad books, actually.
Yeah.
Because I take people as humans, and we all flaw. I flaw myself. We just choose who we want to be with and feel like they are worth being around. So my team has been, I had to choose. Angel was there. Angel's story is crazy. He met me at Community 8. I thought he was an old man because you see how he looks.
He's an old man. He's an old man in a small boy's body.
Called me, asked me that he had a rap. Can I give some freestyle? I did. From that day, he set a battle for me and some guy in Community 8. It kicked off from then. He believed anywhere I go, he wants to go with me because he was driving then, I wasn't.
Okay.
So he made transportation easier. got me into a lot of gigs. Dr. Duncan, everyone knows the story. Black came through Duncan, and in the beginning he didn't laugh, he didn't smile. So I had trust issues.
He still doesn't laugh as well.
So if you don't know him, you think he's otherwise. But I figured God brought him in a like there was a reason for him to be around me. So people see him and they go like, if Black is around, you find it difficult to even feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Which that is what he is for. So everybody else is just what they have to do, and then as people, they are good people that I connect with. So it's not like I can't do otherwise. I have to be with them.
Interesting. Yeah. And how did you find Mensa as well?
Mensa story, we've been sharing it quite often. Mensa was Mensa. Mensa was doing his all-white party from way back, we all knew. But I think there was an incident. I think it's the same Shatta House show, right?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. It was like December to Remember. No, that's not Shatta.
No, December to Remember is not.
That's CTFM.
December is CTFM. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I rehearsed with a DJ that I thought I was going to be my lifetime DJ. Sorry, Brad Foster. He was supposed to DJ for me. We rehearsed for like a whole week, and he ended up not showing up.
Oh dear.
And I had like 2 acts, and then me. And I saw Mensa come from somewhere. I'm like, boss, tonight if you don't hold me down, I'm dead. Because I rehearsed with my DJ, but then, and just freestyle, I just said, I'm performing this song, I'll end here. This is something I've rehearsed the whole week. I might say something, you need to end on that lyric. I had to write it for him.
Yeah.
And we actually did super good. We gelled well. We had one of the best performances that night.
Great.
So I was like, who else do I have to work with if not Mensa? So that's how Mensa's situation came in.
So that is the crew that we work with. Now let
Yes.
us speak about family. Of course, Tracy is a superstar, though she doesn't
Actually,
sing, she doesn't act.
she just showed me that she got verified today.
Oh, okay. So that's what we're talking about. So she is a superstar. I haven't been verified yet. I've been here for God knows how long. Sadiq may probably never get verified. No offense.
If you want it, I don't think you guys need it.
I don't think I will.
I mean, Tracy.
Yeah.
I've heard various stories, but for those that are tuning in and hearing you speak for the first time, I hear she's been with you from God knows how long.
Yes.
How long?
For a minute.
How long have you guys
I'm
been
really
together?
bad with, if you ask me the last time I released my album, I don't remember. I'm bad with timing and dates, but I know it's been long. I know it's been before music.
Wow.
And it's been, let me say, because it's been, she's been away. It's been a distant relationship-based thing. So, but she was there from get-go, till date. So if you calculate the age, I'm artist of the decade, right? So
that's like 10 years before that.
Yes.
So let us add some 5 years to the 10
exactly.
years. So that's like 15 years plus.
Yes.
How did you meet her?
We are neighbors. She's like a few blocks from my house. My first crush in life. It didn't work out that time because I don't know.
No Nyobia.
Not that. I think she was with someone. That's what I like. The fact that she did not want to like be with me because she was committed to someone. That was great. But then I don't know why, but I just saw something about her that I thought this should be the person I should be with because it was never physical.
So you took her from someone?
No, she traveled, came back, and then I tried my shot. And at that point, I think the relationship between him and the guy, her and the guy was not.
I don't believe. That's why you went to.
I didn't have money.
Major girl.
I didn't have money.
That's exactly what you guys did, major girl.
No, she came back. I think they were not as they were. That was a great time for me to, slide my proposal and I dropped my proposal. I got my, what do you say? What the proposal quite out then?
You got your response.
Yes, then it was good. So from then it's been history. Yeah.
Oh, pretty interesting. And she's the mother of your adorable daughter,
Titi. Yes.
She would also get verified even before Sadiq. The way things are going.
Yeah, I probably may never get it.
Like we said. If Titi says she wants to do music, what would you do? What would you say?
I don't really have a choice of, obviously if it's very bad, I would have to advise, but music doesn't seem bad. If she wants to do it, I would definitely pass on information that I've gathered as an artist, but I don't think I have the right to stop her from what she wants to do.
Would you want her to do music?
Want her?
Yeah.
I've not thought about it. So I've not really sat down to even think about the fact that if she wants to do it, would I? But I know me for a fact that I wouldn't come in the way of that. I would advise and guard and pass on what I know as an artist.
I asked that because I'm trying to figure out if you have, over the last decade, I mean, you've been here 10 years or more. I remember from 2009, I remember that first evening at the Old Dome at the conference center, you were in a black leather jacket and all that. I still remember very well when you won New Artist of the Year and won Overall Artist of the Year. I think you won Hip Life Song or Hip Hop Song of the Year. And number was Boga Boga or Baby. I think it was one of them, you know. From then till now, would you say the industry, especially in GH, is conducive enough for somebody to grow a music career?
Yes, I think it has to do with the individual. You know, I've always been that person where I believe in our individual struggles. We could have a poor industry, a bad structure with every business, not just music. You know, I think people are making a living out of even selling bread. You know, so it's up to you and how willing you are to take on the hustles that comes with it and still be able to thrive. You know, so I think it's more based on individual. I think there's a lot of people that come in the industry and allow the lapses in the industry to get in their way. But I think as much as we care about how good the industry will be, individually we still have to be wanting to do stuff for ourselves. So we will go the extra mile. Yeah. So I think it's individual. What you're saying, if the system is right, you don't have to necessarily have passion. You just have to do music, or the system is going to work for you. But at this point, even if the system is not right, it's based on individual. How far are you willing to go to have this? Yeah.
In one of your songs, you rapped a line. I guess you want to know how I keep running the game for a decade or so.
Yeah.
Which one was that? I think that was Overdose.
Overdose, yeah.
Yeah, good. One of my favorite tracks of all time. Yeah, I love Overdose. You know, and so yes, true. We do want to know, how is it that for some strange reason, every year, if it's not some crazy collaboration, it's at least one crazy single, and it's happened consistently since 2009. How do you do it?
It's passion, I should say. People find it hard to believe, but I don't notice it until you guys tell me, because I think there is no other way to go about this. You need to work, you know. So when I always find my name in the VGMAs, I'm like, normally when the nominees are about to come out, I'm like, no, I don't think this year I'll be in it, because I don't think I did something. But when I see the slots, I'm like, okay, actually I did a verse on this song. So I don't sit down to reflect. That's one thing. It might be bad, but that's a good side to me as well. So it makes me want to keep doing more. So I don't really have a strategy of trying to like stay relevant. I have to still keep that passion that I had when I was on Kasahari level. You know, wake up every morning and rehearse. Want to explore music, do sounds that I've not tried before. Literally just love music and wanting to do it. So I don't think it's strategic, but I'll give it up to God as well, because not everybody has that favor. You know, people have been doing it. People are way hardworking than I am, but they don't have the same thing. So I wouldn't say it's all on Sarkodie and I'm very dedicated and I'm hardworking. You know, you could have all those qualities and still miss, you know, that chance to always have public appeal. So I'll give it to God on that side.
Going back into your songs, in one of your songs as well, you did mention that your biggest song still is Adonai.
Yeah.
Would you say same today?
Yes, because of numbers. When you check the data at the back end, you know, most artists can actually think maybe their new songs are way bigger. But what I did with that was, if I check worldwide, Can't Let You Go can be considered a big song, but it depends on the territory that is accepted. You know, Adonai was accepted here in the whole of Africa. If I'm not, no, you could do your checks. If you go to Paris, that's one of the biggest songs in Paris. It's not to the black Paris, like I'm talking about Paris, the white people. Go to the white clubs. I was invited on stage, and then there was a whole white crowd, like a huge auditorium, and they played Adonai.
Jam into Adonai.
They sang from word to word. So comparing,
I can imagine the French singing Adonai.
No, the melody suits them. You know, the melody has that francophone thing. So yes, if I should compare any of my songs, I definitely have big songs here in Ghana. I'm not saying that was the last one I left off. I think impact-wise, I would give it up to Adonai.
You did an entire High Life album, if I should put it that way, maybe High Life, Hip Life. Then a year later, you dropped The Highest, which is a totally hip-hop album. Which of the two do you think Ghanaians accepted better?
George, you won't believe me, but I really don't sit down to analyze that. Maybe it's bad, but I don't. I really don't. I put the music out. I feel those who connected. Those who didn't. So I don't really know which because it's two types of projects.
Yeah.
Highest is really targeted to a core Sarkodie fan who, like Adonai.
Yeah.
You know, I have a fan here who's rapping. He can tell you that the songs he cares about is the Revenge of the Spartans, the Homicide, you know, Original, Illuminati, which you have to be into Sarkodie to love it, you know. But then Adonai, you have to be a music lover in general. You don't have to be a fan of Sarkodie. You just love good music. So I should say Mary was more for music lovers who love music, but Highest was for like my following, you know. So it has different
targets.
Yes, different targets. Yeah.
We're on Joy FM, Joy 99.7 FM at Showbiz A-Z. We are speaking to the recently crowned VGMA Artiste of the Decade, Kinsak. And the WhatsApp line is 0244340437. You can send a message and then we're going to read it right here. And you can also, don't worry, we'll open the phone lines and then you can talk to Kinsak. So you were let's deviate a bit. I mean, Angel will fight me. It wasn't part of the questionnaires that I sent him. You were at the VGMAs on Saturday. You put up, by the way, that was a beautiful performance.
Thank you.
I mean, technically there were a few challenges, and of course we've discussed that, but it was a beautiful performance regardless. I've seen you put up some of the images from it, and it looked pretty epic. What was your general take about everything that happened?
As in my performance?
No, not your performance. Everything that happened at the show.
Let me start with my performance. You don't want
me
to...
let's start. No, okay. No, it's important. Go ahead. They need to hear you.
I have a little bit of trying to get things perfect.
Yeah.
Which has been my strength and my downfall as well. So I really needed time to get familiar with the environment because it's new. The stage was new.
Yeah.
I don't think I had enough time. You know, I was complaining about because actually that performance was about the young kids.
Yes,
you know,
I was going to go into why you even decided to give them that opportunity.
Exactly, I really wanted a lot of lighting on them, you know, to carry the show. So I become very nervous when I don't get things in
the way you want,
the way I want it, and then I'm about to go on stage and risk because at this point I don't have to be taking such risks, but I have to perform. So I would say I definitely wasn't in the 100% Sark element. I was having doubts and thinking, hoping that things would go right. You know, so I was still thinking in the course of performing. So as much as people would go like, I see it deep within me, I had like a lot of thoughts running through my head.
Your head, yeah.
So yeah, that is touched. So you're asking about the whole
event. Everything else. I mean the performance, regardless, it was a beautiful performance. It came out well eventually, but everything else that happened. Because at Artiste of the Decade, you didn't have an opportunity to give a speech.
Yeah, I don't think I know the situation you want to like limit it to, but I think you're asking me for the overall.
Yeah, generally, because we don't want to. Yeah,
me and you, we talk back and forth. So now we're on radio. We could have a conversation openly. I remember sitting down with you and our beautiful Mama Teresa, and I talked about the fact that you should involve the artist before you even start the Ghana Music Awards. It makes it easier for you. And I realized you guys...
We did.
Yes, it did. And then you sat with almost everybody. Yeah. That was good. And I said a lot of things that I think should happen so that it would help you guys, you know, which... I don't know if you want to go into those details, but there was a whole lot that didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, so in a way, it turned out to be like what has been happening over the years. And I was in a tight corner because I understand why it happened, but we can't take away the fact that the environment could be better, you know, since I started doing Rapaholic, I'm very careful condemning, you know, events.
It's not easy.
Yes, exactly. Because I know what it goes into making it. So it's like a feeling that, you know, even Rapaholic, if you saw the video I did, the recap of it, I was on the phone talking to Kojo. I was very mad because I feel like the fans are standing outside, but I know why Kojo is also like holding on, you know, because the venue, we just have it for 24 hours exactly. So all these things, if technical bits and, you know, backstage, how we even got there, there's a whole lot that could have been, you know. So I should say it's been the same experience I've had over the years that I wish one day, you know, it could get better. Then obviously when the show starts and everybody's watching the stage, everything calms down, you know. So but if you ask me, the whole vibe, I think there's a lot that could be
improved.
Yes, that
could be improved. Your friends, the encounter between your friends, what do you make of it?
Obviously, I don't think anybody in Ghana is going to like endorse it. You know, we all don't. I think we don't want to go into details as to what happened, who did what, but we all don't. You know, it's a great night that was meant to celebrate us, and then we wouldn't want, if there should be any problem, we would pray that it came from Shatta House, so that we the artists can go on Twitter and vent, you know. But when it's coming from the same people that we are celebrating for the night, I think it's unfortunate. But you saw me on Twitter talking about a few things. When it happened, because I had a speech hoping that if I should go on stage, I was going to give that speech, and that whole incident defeated that particular speech.
But you give that speech before you go. we need to hear it. Yeah.
No. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. We need to hear it.
So it was generally, I think there's been a gap between the corporate world and the entertainment industry, and I think they don't understand what it takes for them to be entertained. You know, corporate world, they feel like music, maybe movies and all these things. Well, what is it that's serious about it? You know, but I think it's a very important part in our country, Ghana. So I wanted to use the opportunity, since we had a lot of CEOs and reps from corporate bodies there, to involve them more. You know, I know what happens when we go in for sponsorships. I don't know about your situation, but I think they find it a bit outrageous with the figures that we come out with.
Yes.
But if they understand what it takes to put up a show like the VGMAs, that was a big deal for me. So I wanted to use the opportunity to talk to the corporate world about us merging more, and then whatever happened. So I imagine if after that I should go on stage and tell them that they should be involved, they feel like they have an excuse to say no. But to me that was mainly my point. But I still feel that is not an incident enough for us not to push for the fact that the corporate world should be more involved with entertainment, because they ride on the numbers that we have as well. So make it easier for us. It's a win-win situation. Vodafone is very consistent. Their name is trending when VGMA is going on. So I really just wanted to hammer on that side that they should come in more, and to create the environment that we want, that I think I need at the VGMAs. It takes a lot of money.
We've also been joined by Miss G and Uncle Kennedy, our one and only Uncle Ken, who missed the VGMAs.
Digital Uncle Ken.
What?
Digital Uncle Ken.
Digital, yeah. Digital Uncle Ken.
I am so happy to eventually meet Zach.
Oh, this is your first time meeting Ken Zach? Oh,
you see,
Uncle Ken, you should come out more. You should come out more. Uncle Ken, you should come out more.
Rasta will get you.
I have never met Zach.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
But I have been one of his greatest advocates.
Great.
Yeah. And going back to Mama Vidam's days, I was always here talking about Zach and how I liked his disposition and the way he went about things. I'm so happy to see him.
Thank you so much.
Nice
God
one.
bless you. Nice to meet you.
So we continue with the chat. Ms. G, you wanna?
I would have been giving same testimony, but I was privileged. I told him when I met him at the Artist of the Decade party that I had never met him.
Wow.
It was my first time interacting. I would have been saying the same thing, but
yeah.
I had the privilege of meeting him there.
You both should come out more. You should come out more.
No, it's because Zach doesn't come out.
That's true.
But even if he comes, are you where you from? You are at Flash 233.
But actually,
Uncle
Ken has taken me right where I want to be. Are you an introvert? You don't go out. Why? Because there are a number of events. Usually, if Sak is not performing, he's not been built to perform. You not even appear. Why?
Do I even know why? I don't think I know why. I have to. Sometimes I feel like I want to go out. Sometimes I don't. But maybe for a show, I don't think I felt like that. But I think I do go out though. It depends on where.
Where do you go?
But you shouldn't be telling.
You want to come and
No, Sak, where do you go? Or what do you do for leisure when you're not singing, you're not rapping? What do you do?
I'm pretty boring. I'm not a good friend to have if you are like the outing type. That I do accept. My friends come from outside and they keep complaining that I keep them indoors too much.
You just prove Uncle Ken right.
Yes.
So that I get it. Yeah.
You get that a lot.
Yes.
Sak, people have said you're occult, Illuminati, spiritual stuff. People say it's not normal for somebody to be so relevant for so long. They've watched the music terrain, they've seen the Lord Kenyans, they've seen the Euphoria Ponsens, they've seen others. I mean, nobody can be this consistent for so long. It must be something spiritual. What do you worship?
God.
Which God?
Omnipotent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which God?
Actually, that's I can't say your God because I don't know your God.
Oh, my God is the
The
one God,
Almighty
Jesus
God.
Christ Almighty.
Yes.
You know,
Almighty,
yes.
Same. That's the God
That one.
Yeah, I worship.
The God of Abraham, the God of
Yes,
Isaac, the
yes,
God of Moses.
Yes. Yeah, but I think with the occult accusations, I will not be a hypocrite at this point and go and cry, because when I was young coming in, there used to be stories about people that I look up to, and I bought into it because
Stories.
I was backstage, and then they were telling me about maybe a Daddy Lumba or a Kodrentry, and I was like, okay, maybe that's why they're relevant, until I came out and I realized, oh, I'm actually out. And I'm the artist of the year, and I didn't do anything. That means if you work hard, you believe, you do that. So when I'm getting that from other people, I need to take it. So I get it that it's coming that way.
So you haven't passed anywhere small or nothing?
No.
Sadiq hasn't taken you to Tamale or some small
Oh,
country?
no.
George,
for a
you know
show.
something?
Okay, tell us.
I believe that for longevity, you need to be somebody that you don't get into people's faces.
That's true.
And that's what he does.
All over the place, people.
Yeah. All over the place, people don't have longevity. The
Interesting.
people who have longevity are the people who don't get into the faces of
Everybody.
people, trying to always want people to feel you are relevant all the time. You get on people's nerves, and Zach doesn't get on people's nerves. And then we in the media, some of us will come out and say he doesn't want to talk to us, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. That's how I've studied the gentleman.
Angel said those people are called gatekeepers.
No, but
Pretty
honestly,
interesting, yeah.
Honestly, that's how I've studied the gentleman to come to know him for.
Uncle Ken, I'll open the microphone for the panel to come in. Let me clear my list of questions, then I'll invite you guys to come in. Sak, over the years, a lot of people have taken shots at you in various songs and stuff like that.
Yes.
You usually don't respond, but you chose to respond to Manifest and gave Shatta Wale a taste of his own medicine pretty recently. Why did you single out those two to respond to?
Maybe there could be more, but at this point, maybe two. For Manifest, definitely, I thought more about the fans and then how interesting it would be, because I always have something I tell my team, that who can really come at me, and when I come back, it will be a win-win situation. That's what I think about. So when you diss me, I'll look at you and go if I fuel it, do I gain?
Okay.
So if I don't, then I have to stop. But for that, I'm like, if you are waiting for that, I'm trying to look. I'm not no disrespect to my peers, but I will look at somebody and I'll go this guy. If we go toe to toe, maybe a win-win situation. With him, it was more of the fans felt like you don't respond enough. Boring too much. Like sometimes exactly. Just for the talk. But for him, me and him personally, he knows it's been respect. There's never been what people perceive it to be.
Beef is good, Uncle Ken.
Are you repeating that? We'll come to that.
So how about Shatta?
Shatta.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't necessarily I didn't see that to be a beef. I saw that to be conversations that we've had on phone several times, that I keep getting the opposite when maybe he's here. Because if you talk about certain things, to start with, I heard my brother talk about the fact that I was in a car and then the fans were trying to wave at me and I said no and I have to hug my fans and do this. George, if you know me.
Yeah.
So if you are in traffic and you hear that, what's the first thing you do?
I mean, I'll be shocked.
So what will you do from there?
If you get people are trying to wave. Somebody says that when you see your fans, you don't wave. Yeah. Oh, come on, that's a lie. I'll call you up and find out.
So that line, call you up, is because you are close to
definitely.
Me. So if you sit on radio, that means either it's not true or you want to frame something up.
Okay.
So when that happens, if it was coming from somebody I don't know, You know, I go like maybe the guy he doesn't have any contact, so he heard it, so he's on radio. But if somebody I talk to you constantly, we WhatsApp video call every second. So if there's anything that you have, you can pick up the phone. So then it makes you think twice. Like, okay, is it for clouds? Like, is this serious? You know. And then when we have a conversation, we'll be like, oh, you know, say your mommy say make I watch your back and like, you know our brother, you know. So it's been going on, like back and forth, and we talk. Nothing on advice that I've not
discussed with him already.
To him straight, because my frustration has always been that what he's saying, it's not like you don't want to come and say you are not a big artist. The ultimate belief in yourself is when you believe in yourself so much that you feel embarrassed talking about it. That's how I see it, for me, actually. So I keep telling him, like, these Fita people, and then just I'm from Fita 4, they're behind my house. Yeah. They love Wale to the point that, and I mean, if he's more kanama feel you know, but this is the kind of love that you have.
Yeah.
With or without whatever you do, that love is there. That's how I see myself.
Yeah.
You know, people who need that is people who are trying to get, you know, the people's attention. If Wale should step anywhere, I remember when we did Major Girl. It turned Community 1 into like a show.
Yeah.
Just from a studio session. That's the kind of love you have from people. And it's not going to change. It's not going to go anywhere. You know, so that has been my issue. So when I call him and he does something, there are things that I speak to you about I don't sit on radio and say. Did they know that I was the one telling you guys to go and talk to
no, they didn't.
Every artist
they didn't.
Prior to VGMA? No, yes, it's behind the scenes stuff that we need to do.
Yeah.
So I keep telling him, in Kofodo, people love you and it will never go away. So you should not, the extra stuff, maybe it's brand positioning, but guess what? If you say certain things that goes overboard, I can't still be smiling and act like it's okay. So that is when the advice bit came in. So it came purposely just because we've been talking about this back and forth, but when we have the conversation, the next morning I'll hear something else. So we just had to move from that, past that. But it will never go away for what I feel for Shatta Wale. Until we straighten that side, because I still miss him to today. My wife will tell you, say, there are certain things I see because when I talk to Wale, we don't even talk about music. Best phone, so I could say, yeah, baby. And those things I still miss. But we need to straighten our relationship as people moving forward.
So things are a little tough between you two now, a little
not
rough.
Tough. I don't even know what it is at this point, because until me, I see that we are clear and there's no it's different if you say, oh, me call radio when they make say now that one I know you're joking. Because there are things that he said I used to laugh a lot, even when he's talking about me.
Yeah.
But then I felt, it was being exactly consistent. Yes. Then we had to have a conversation.
Because one of your fans says, Kinsak, please sort things with El Shatta. Please, we love you both. El Sid from East Legon. So, okay. Yeah. Somebody said we should ask what happened to Sammy Forsen.
Sammy, it was, we were done with.
You were done with the work, so you moved on. Hi, I'm a diehard fan of Sarkodie. Please tell Kinsak that we need more bangers and international collaborations with American artists. African rap Sarkodie or Obidi Pombidi. I'm Benedict inside Bogoso. That's from far. Thank you for hosting my freshest artist of the decade. Congrats to you, Kinsak, and the whole Success crew. Kindly ask Kinsak when he is dropping the greatness and strength of a woman tunes, because we Sac Nation and Sac natives can't wait any longer. Which ones are those? Greatness and what? Strength of a woman.
Senior stalkers.
Senior stalkers, eh? A month for did you which?
Yeah, the Sac Nation, they're crazy. So I accept it. I've starved them for a very long time, and it's because there are certain things I need to do at the back end prior to releasing the music. So that is taking time. But one thing I can say to them for sure is, from today, something nice will come up. Yes.
Hey, please, somebody says, ask him if he'll be my boyfriend.
How?
Yeah, from a lady, her name is Vanessa.
Not the same.
Oh, on your bed, right? Come on.
Nah,
she's a pretty
the lady doesn't know he's married.
But she didn't say wife, she said boyfriend.
No, yes. So, well,
the woman didn't say I want to be wife. She said boyfriend.
So hold on. You know, coming to this, I have to tell you folks something. I have a certain picture that I saved on my phone. And that picture is of Sack and his wife Stacy. Tracy.
Yeah.
Sorry. At their wedding. And Sack was in his black suit
It was a white suit. Yeah, white.
White top on
with
black
black
trousers.
pants.
Yeah. And Stacy was in her white
Tracy.
Why am I saying
Uncle
Stacy?
Ken, is there any Stacy? No, I don't investigate. Uncle Ken.
And
who is Stacy?
And no, I don't even know.
We need to call a Jebra.
Okay, let's go.
And the glow on his wife's face as that picture was taken, I think they were hand in hand, maybe just walking away from signing the register or something. That's what I thought. And I saw that picture and the glow on the lady's face. I sat back and I said, yes, this is a lady that is truly happy with her husband.
Cool one. This one says, please tell Kinsak I congratulate him for winning Artist of the Decade. I advise that he write a book and bless the industry with it. He knows a lot that the coming generations will really need to put Ghana out there. Thank you. That's from Hafiz. He's a video director. Some people have tagged the performance as gatekeepers performance. Do you have any beef with who are these gatekeepers?
I don't know.
Sadiq.
Who are they? Angel, you know the gatekeepers.
This is where Sadiq should
Eh?
come in.
Sadiq, who are the gatekeepers?
It's Angel and Mensa.
The question is, where is this gate?
I'm telling you. No, but I mean, of course, because I mean, he has a song for gatekeepers. Perhaps maybe he should give us an idea of who the gatekeepers are. Maybe
You.
I'm a gatekeeper.
Yes.
But you'll be saying it here.
Which gate are they stand by?
I don't know.
Fadama gate.
The
All right.
Eastern Gate.
Let's go on. First of all, I can finish one quickly and let you come in. People have also said that when guys feature you on their songs, you go in hard and murder them. What's that about? Yeah, I mean, look, British. Let's cue Firebendem. Is that the title? The one with Flokin Stone and Shatta Wale. Let's cue that one. Let's cue 1111. Let's cue which other one?
So what you're saying is all these songs, I killed them.
Oh, I'm not the one. It's a message that just came in.
Okay, no.
I'm not the one. Yeah.
Sometimes these things, when fans say it, I have to allow them say it.
To speak their minds.
That's for somebody who loves somebody. They see you over anybody.
That's how they feel.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I wouldn't fight Sack Nation for that. They shouldn't put anybody over me on a record. So that is my following. But I think a song like Firebone, them Flokin did not go in soft. He came in with his A game as well. But actually, when I do songs, what people don't know is I don't think about whoever is on the song. I do what I feel because. When I was recording Firebone them, I didn't hear his verse. It was the beat was sent to me, so I didn't know whatever anyone had done. So I don't think about whoever is on the song, and I will do my styles that I feel the beat deserves. Yeah.
But I hear Reggie actually did say it, I think on Peace FM, that he thought you murdered him on 1111. And he just sent him and he said, what a great interview and insight. God bless them all. And 1111, good vibes to all. Now let peace up and keep all moving because we divide and we all lose.
For Grandpa to have these kids being married for this long, have a lot on his head, and be able to still write lyrics like that. You don't call me killing him because I'm starting life. You know, my pressure is not as Grandpa's. So I'm way freer when I'm thinking, and there's certain things I could say and get away with it that he wouldn't. The same with me, with the young ones coming. I used to say some stuff that, and I say me teaming you, I'm like, I didn't know my cars, but that was a punch that people loved. But when I'm doing a song with the younger ones now, they will do it and I will not be able to do it. When they say that, it will be called them murdering you because now I have to be careful as in what I say. So I don't think me and Grandpapa, I think it was leveled up. He actually killed it too. Yeah.
We're going to take a listen at 11:11, and then when we come back, I'll ask one last question, and it's got to do with Strongman.
Okay.
And then I'll let the panel come in. All right. This is 11:11 Rockstone and Kinsak.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Coon, get out of the way. Cracker, get out of the way. Normally I would never mind a troll, but not today. today. Hey, why you gonna hate? Why you no gonna pray? Always got something to say. Never wanna see your family great. Everybody that suffer, G hate. Hey, I know they look, I blog. I'm only looking for God. Maybe ladies on the Instagram. Working, baby, the sky for the stars. Nightlife in a crowd. When I said car. Hip life in my bars. Hip hop in my arms. Swag off in Ashanti. Cape Coast to Kumasi. Flow harder than watch it. Show stopping, I watch me. Still love my Beyonce. Rockstone, I'm beyond J. Still rocking them all day. Still rocking them no play. I'm in love with the cocoa. Ghana export the cocoa. I'm a beast and I'm logo. Casa Rock is the logo. Joe will be Papa Gojo. Sarkodie, I'm his uncle. Family, we are all dope. Charlie, I know the joke started local. We global. I'm the go from the Gold Coast. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Y'all can mess around with us. The old and new can vibe with us. I'm young and dope and fabulous. Damn, but the nigga just cool shit of us. Just wanna talk about followers. The haters, they're bound to swallow us. Reggie Rockstone is part of us. Then I go back up and drop it past the cannabis. But we never regular kind of flow. To make it pin it down the low. The Panoba could be the Ghana for. I'm gonna compare me to Jay some time ago. Guess it's time after 97 so. Baby, Jimmy, yeah, rap do. Chale milligram papa, Cabo Moasa, we don't see more fresh, a frappito.
Brothers can mess with this.
Ready to show you how you sis.
Ladies are dying to be one of chicks.
Twisty up chair, but I'm used to it. Follow my lead, cause I just feel broke. Let me show you how rapping just in your rich. Say me rapping just like a stroke and you can't power my group to race and it's easy to switch. Nigga don't try cause I'm ready gon' fire, but the man and non target. Wait, Charlie, I'm tired. Reggie, I'm glad. So I'm a few bars. Everybody go okay. Ain't nobody better than the they sit down. So I'm a day so crowd who's me. I said, become us and I said, we need you one day. But what did I got to prove? Okay.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11,
11 11 Reggie Rock Kinsack. All right, so I said I was going to come back with one last question and then I'll let the panel come in as well. Strongman.
Yes.
You signed him and you let him go. And you didn't even do one song with him.
You sure? No, we did song prior to the signing.
Okay.
And I did a song on the
because I never heard it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Why'd you let him go?
I think the fans, the media had a lot to do with that. I don't like to blame, but I'm not blaming. I'm just saying they played a part in our decision when the contract was over. We could have extended it, but I think when Strongman was tied to me, everything that he did was measured based on what Sarkodie could do, so he's having 1 million views on his videos, but that's overlooked, and they're talking about the fact that Sarkodie should do more, so it takes away the art. And as much as we thought what we were about to do was going to be it was going to be the opposite. The Sarkodie is part of you, so then the numbers are going to, which did, numbers went up, people are going to fall in love with you more. But I think they were criticizing him and even me more. And I felt that one thing people don't know is on paper, obviously we did not continue, just in case he has somebody that is interested, nothing will stop him. But nothing has changed as in me and Strongman. It's still what we're doing, but then to the people so that they can allow the brand Strongman to be there so that anything he does, now you don't have to link into anything. You have to just focus on the work, So it was a mutual agreement that we had. We sat home for a while. We were brainstorming us in the feedback we got from our collaboration, and we thought that was the best way.
Cool, yes. Cool. I think that's clear now. So let me bring my panel into it. It's ladies first, so let me start with Miss G. Miss G.
Why did I think that you were going to do that to me?
You had a feeling.
But I like the note on which you ended.
Yeah.
So let's continue the Strongman note. How many questions can I ask?
You have just 2 because he has to. He came very early and he wants to leave. So
I had so.
Yeah. Charlie. He came very early. Just 2.
Okay, then I'll ignore the Strongman thing because it's in the past.
Okay, I'll add one more. Let's make it
no matter what we do,
I'll add one more.
So 3.
Yeah, 3.
Okay. 3. So let's continue on the Strongman note. You think that he appreciated your effect on him because I remember that last year, Ghana Music Awards, when he had just a nomination, he said you will every time they talk say sack effect, and umpudio, something like that. I'm not quoting him verbatim, but he made mention of something like that. I think I had a conversation with him about that as well. You think that he thought that you had an effect on his brand?
One thing is, I will not just single out Strongman. I think I'll even put in a T-Flow or whoever. I think they are pretty young. I've been in that stage before, very vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it makes your decision making and how you see things. You could comment on something because of emotions. You know, he's young. He's not. So when I talk to Strongman, we talk about these things, but I get to realize he's not been in this game for that long to be able to like control how he feels. You know, so he might say something based on the feedback he's getting off Twitter. Sometimes I want to talk to Sack Nation to cool down sometimes because they would push you, you know, to say certain things. So deep within him, I know that he respect the fact that, you know, I came in to help and my intention was just to add on to what he has already started. So I don't think he has any. He's young, so he could say something that is not really what it is.
It wasn't a business arrangement.
Did you think that you gagged him as well? Because he said that you had to call him to apologize to Hammer because he felt that Hammer was a big man. And when he and T-Flow issue came up, Hammer took sides.
Yes, because I really did not. I really don't like the energy with that came about with Hammer. You know, Hammer called me and Hammer was like, I spoke. The thing is, what I do behind the scenes, I don't think is necessary for me to like sit here and talk. Because I talked to Hammer, I talked to Strongman. Normally, when the one you're dealing with is way like there, he might be wrong. But then I knew what I told Hammer before telling Strongman to call him. So I told him, Hammer, you know how I would deal with the situation with Hammer, but then I would talk to Strongman differently, and then he had to just call just to kill that whole vibe. It wasn't necessarily exactly. Yeah.
Your performance at the VGM, the first song, who was it targeted at? Sorry.
Which one? The BB?
No. That was the first
song.
That was first song that talked about somebody now they take cheap.
Yeah.
I remember that line. If I forget anything,
that's a famous
somebody they take cheap. Who they take cheap now? We gatekeepers. We don't have performances.
The gatekeepers line didn't have.
Oh, please don't. Hey, what are you saying?
No, it's true.
I know the gatekeepers line.
No, the song you performed first.
I know, but what he's saying is true. Asking what you're saying, it's on the same song, but that one came first, and then
this one. The gatekeepers one also had a different line.
So,
I mean, I asking questions.
The rapper side of me will always have lines of like, you know, that you can relate it to anybody. It's short. It's just feeling. Look, can I use the word? It's the
Bragadishu.
Yes.
Bragadishu.
So when you're about gatekeepers, definitely is something I heard, you know, recently. I don't know. I can't be specific where I heard it, but I keep getting that thing. But I think I did Free Press some time ago. It's kind of similar. When people go like, you know, we are the gatekeepers. We are not going to allow you to go in and this and that. We respect everybody in the industry. But if you ask Shatta Wale, if you ask Tombo, if you ask myself, we were on Facebook pushing very hard, building fans. We had to go on Kasahari rap and gather people to love us, you know. So our music was not introduced to the people by premiering it on Joy and saying you have a new kid in. We built our numbers from the streets before we came on radio. So when gatekeepers, I don't know what gatekeepers are, but when you hear there's gatekeepers who
what
say,
do you think it is?
Oh, Sadiq, wait.
No, I'm just
That's
following.
not what he's responding to. I said I heard a part in that song that talks about somebody who is now taking cheap. You know,
It's a rap, though.
and I'm beginning to imagine, because few weeks ago somebody was here saying that they were supposed to go somewhere and he went to take a cheaper amount than you see where that thing. So I forget.
I don't know if you listened to that interview.
I saw snippets.
When Shatta Wale was here, he spoke about your glow deal.
Yeah,
He said he agreed with you. Go take block and now got cheap.
Actually, here, like, say go take blood, go take sand. Yeah, no. So you want to know if it's connected?
That's what a lot of people have said, that song was a diss song.
Actually,
Shatta Wale.
I love the fact that it's been a conversation, because that's what I wanted. This is an open verse that could be related to. I could have a personal thing with somebody that you don't have even an idea about, but he or she would know I'm talking about him, you know. But I can't sit here, because if I wanted to mention the person, I would have mentioned it on the record. Yeah.
So it's not Shatta Wale.
It's a wild guess that you could take, but you might be far from it.
But I'm asking again because you had to tweet. When your tweets came, people complained about the timing of your tweets, calling Shatta Wale a bro after what had happened at the Ghana Music Awards, and it looked to people like you were taking sides. Again, also, some people said, you were apologizing for that song you did because people thought that it was for Shatta Wale. That's why I'm connecting all these.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, okay. Are you done? Or you have more? Let's go there for now.
Let him answer this one for now.
Oh, that's not really
answer you. I
just
said that the timing of his tweet looked as though he was taking sides, and to a lot of people, until they realized that there was a performance, they thought that because of what had happened, he had taken sides with Shatta Wale, calling him his bro, and leaving Stonebwoy to be on his own.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. And other people said, "Oh no, it is an apology for performing that song that sounded as a diss song to Shatta Wale."
Oh, okay. Yeah, so more.
I don't think I'll ever apologize if I say something. That will not happen. And if I speak about Shatta Wale, obviously because everybody knows there's nothing between me and Stonebwoy. So why would I even? So to talk about Stonebwoy, you saw us together. So if I should tweet, it will have to be about.
But you said he was dope, as though Stonebwoy is not dope.
I think what?
You said he was
but I don't
dope.
have to
That's the last
mention the two of them
but
for
the
you
two
to
of them
know
are
that.
in the
same
situation. Exactly. I'm telling you what I heard on the streets as well.
Okay.
Like as somebody who is talking to people, and they say, "Oh, Sarkodie seems to be taking sides."
No,
and see what they say
definitely
is, let me quote them. "Oh, she's Shatta Wale be baje no fiana na make her." You know that. Do you understand,
Well,
Gang?
no, I don't
No, he says that you're afraid of Shatta Wale, that he will sit on radio and say all the things that you've told him and blah blah blah. And Stonebwoy would not necessarily do that.
Anyway.
Oh, honey, answer
I'm kind
question
of
there.
confused because whatever my tweet was and what you're saying is far from each other. So I don't know how to.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So was the tweet in relation to any of the artists or anything, or you were just?
I don't know
picking him
which
up?
because I said a whole lot. You know.
No, I think the tweet about something about Shatta Wale, my
being
brother.
your bro, knowing that no matter how he gets you angry,
so
blah,
I think.
blah, blah.
Okay, so my problem, which has been like I'm trying to work on, but I don't think I need to. But I'm a very random person.
Okay.
I was thinking a bigger picture for all of us as artists.
Great.
You know, so I was saying, so if I'm talking about a bigger picture, what we could do together, a lot of things, and then the only person maybe at this point that we might have to patch up whatever we have to patch up is Shatta Wale. So then I'll go like,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Regardless of whatever is going through, there is no way I'll sit somewhere and even choose somebody over. If I sit outside Ghana, they tell me somebody here. If I sit on any radio, the names that will pop up first immediately will have to be Stone, Shatta, R2Bs, myself, a few people. So that doesn't stop the goal.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I meant. It has nothing to do with whatever the two were doing on stage.
But since we're there, somebody asked, Kwesi Brew said, ask about the Glow deal rumors with Shatta. Were there any rumors? Was there a deal? Did you get signed on to Glow, or it has to do with the performance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I know if I go there, you not tell me the amount, so let's not even go there. Uncle Ken.
Yeah, nice one. I wanted Sadiq to speak first, so I bless.
You know that Rasta man.
And they won.
Yeah.
But you know this. Let Sadiq speak first.
Okay, we should go to Sadiq first before we come. Gatekeeper number one.
Chief gatekeeper.
That's why he's interested in that.
Watchman.
Watchman.
Okay, let's go on. Let's make it brief and quick.
I don't know which part to take it from.
Yeah.
I don't know, Angel. Have I given permission to proceed?
Or while you process your thoughts, let me take this
so
message from Benoni. Kofi Blay BKB says, yes, indeed, Sarkodie truly deserves the artist of the decade for me. I say so on the view that a decade is 10 years period, and by calendar review of the VGMA will be between 2009 and 2019. Sarkodie in these years released his first album titled Mache. And also had the opportunity of performing Mache, and also had the opportunity of performing alongside Busta Rhymes that same year in GH 2009. Won the new Artist of the Year, and then the Artist of the Year in a calendar year 2010, and is only artist to win prestigious Artist of the Year award twice, 2010 and 2012, which is unprecedented. He was nominated for the BETs and subsequently won it in 2012, and the rest, they say, is history. Has been consistent thereafter. These fans have more history than Ghana Library Board.
They do. All right, so for me, one of the things, I think that I'm glad that George, you mentioned the fact about tweets. I think that between yesterday and this morning, I've had to have a lot of back and forth with people on social media and people in the industry as well.
That's why I wanted him to speak
first. He's a gatekeeper.
He wants to come and gag me when I finish. Okay, so let me quickly ask this. I mean, when you speak about Rapaholic, what I get of you, and also inviting corporate organizations to get involved in the arts, what I get of you is that you kind of have an understanding of the commercial models behind event properties. One of the tweets I saw yesterday, I mean, it seems a bit contradictory, where you make an analogy that award shows in Ghana here, should not necessarily be ticketed events. You kind of compared it to some shows.
It's a one show.
Come again.
VGMA, not
VGMA.
award show.
Not
Yes.
VGMA.
Oh, so the thing is
So
that
the
you can sell
VGMA
tickets.
Yeah, of course. So VGMA, I mean, shouldn't be a ticketed event. You compare it to the likes of the BET, MTV. Now, since we've realized that these events are ticketed events, and all of that.
How
and also-
ticketed are they?
Okay, Ken.
Hey, Uncle Ken.
No, that's the point.
It's public.
How
It's
ticketed?
public. It's public tickets.
Uncle Cam, slow down.
You doubt it,
Don't worry.
Uncle Ken?
Yeah.
No, you doubt that.
Go on.
It's regardless.
Yes.
Regardless, Uncle Ken.
Oh,
It shouldn't be a
Uncle Ken,
confrontation.
Uncle
on this
Ken, don't
one.
worry. You will come to you right now.
That's why I wanted you
Uncle
to
Ken,
stop.
don't worry.
See,
Let the gatekeeper speak.
I predicted that. I thought
Uncle Ken will take you on.
predicted that. These things, Uncle Ken will take it on and it will make it seem like a conversation. But it's supposed to be an industry
Hold on.
conversation.
So that
Go on.
it's good education.
Yes. So
When I
that's the
saw
point
it,
I
I
said.
like it because look, what those tweets have messages for everybody, for
Exactly.
event planners,
Exactly.
for corporate sponsors,
Exactly.
for even musicians,
Exactly.
for
So
artists, and
we
all
need to
that.
be able to
So we need
understand
exactly.
fully where it's
Correct.
coming from.
So let's
That's the point.
have an opportunity to educate. Yeah.
Now, so the point is that now that we've realized that these events are ticketed, obviously public ticketed, and let me clarify that because that's what you're interested in.
Semi-public.
Regardless,
Uncle
Uncle
Ken,
Ken,
let him land.
Uncle Ken.
Don't worry.
justify.
Yes, Sadiq, final. Finish it quickly, Sadiq.
All right, so needed to understand this. Once you know, Uncle Ken is making me forget a lot of things. Now, once you know, once you have an understanding of the commercial models behind these things, and also realizing that these events are ticketed, and Uncle Ken calls it semi-ticketed and all of that. Are you suggesting that we should have such a system? Now, if we have such a system, I'm sure you quite clearly know that in the Grammys, BETs, and stuff like that, regardless of even the ticketed or semi-ticketed, artists performing on it are paid honorariums. They are not paid commercial fees. Per your suggestions or per what you're talking about, are you, as a top artist, willing to go down that lane where you take honorariums? But then again, don't you think it's quite contradictory, your tweet yesterday to your tweet earlier in the week? Earlier in the week when you speak about getting involved in events, understanding events, and it kind of puts you as somebody who understands the commercial models
the
of
earlier
events.
tweets had nothing to do with an award show. I was talking about, to clarify, I like the education because actually after the tweet I thought about MTV, BET, but I think the Grammys is where I did a lot of, I checked into it more. But I think comparing those to the Grammys, I think the level they keep it, there are certain restrictions that it has to go through. Even the people on the board getting the ticket, actually ahead is very hard.
But it's tickets regardless. Okay. Yeah.
So but I think
No, I'm just looking at you because I realize.
So let me just
let's allow him to clarify
let
so
me
that
just say
it's
what I was
education
saying
for a
at that
lot.
point.
Yes,
So,
go ahead.
Rapaholic is a concert. It's for the fans. They are coming to jam. You have to scream or whatever. What I saw for VGMA. So when I was speaking, I was two ways. That's why I said when I started doing Rapaholic, I understand what goes into like. That's why if you go back to my tweets, I started tweeting about corporate getting involved, trying to solve the problem before coming up with. I only came out when I saw the decision that I don't know if it's Shatta Wale or Ghana Music Awards
The board of the VGMA
made about my brothers.
Yeah,
because I felt they are not considering the conditions that they set to make this happen, but just go straight to. I'm not saying I endorse it. It was wrong.
The guys did, yeah.
But there are a lot of things that went wrong. That sometimes we don't even have to. We are in this industry. When we put it out there, it can even stop people from even coming there.
True.
As in what happens, that has to go in between, like for the show to happen. So I wanted them to like start addressing these little things before just straightforward just go like we are banning Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy. And that happened to be, to me, I felt that's like a good option. Only if they could get a lot of money that they wouldn't need to sell the whole like auditorium to like the public, so that they can control the type of people they have there. Because imagine, I don't know if you want to go to what happened at the VGMA prior to like the whole whatever. Our brother sat at a certain place that I don't think even if you're Jay-Z, you'll be allowed to, at the Grammys or wherever. All these things were supposed to be taken care of. So where you come in, where you sit. So if you are bringing all these people, you should imagine how far they should be away from what is even happening. What happened Saturday for I don't know how many people Shatta Wale came with. I'm pretty sure it will not be more than 5. But see how many people followed to go on stage because of the fans. You know, they are hyper, they are happy, they will move. The settings is what I was trying to get at. To not sound offensive, as in people don't need to be there. You know, just to get the industry that we all could just enjoy a show. I'm pretty sure Miss G is.
Sorry to
commercial models.
No. We'll let him land. But just to clarify quickly, those at the entrance said he came with about 15 people.
I was there when he was coming. I was taking pictures. We
Is
had
that
to
about
actually
15 people?
vacate where
Yeah,
we're taking
where we're
pictures
pictured.
from to make room for him and his team.
That's
And
very
it's over
unacceptable.
15 people.
It's over 15 people.
He
And,
came with.
yeah, pushed people out
So,
of
Nana,
the way.
I
but-
could
Yes,
be
please go ahead.
wrong.
Yeah.
Where my point was coming from is, you see, he came in like that. But then, what was the measures in place to not make that happen?
Exactly.
That
Good
is
point.
where I was.
Very
coming
good
from.
point. Yeah.
No,
You know,
but for me,
so-
what I needed to, the more reason why I did the comparison with your tweet relative to Rapaholic was that the commercial models behind commercial event properties are the same, regardless whether they are award shows or Rapaholic. So when you tweeted on Monday, I got a sense that, Sarkodie knows exactly what he's talking about when he talks about commercial events. Then on Friday, I mean, there are these
You
tweets
see,
which
there's two.
sharply
There
contradict
is brand positioning. That's different.
No, the model is, I mean,
No,
okay,
I'm just saying that somebody could do. I could do a show. I could do Rapaholic for free, but that doesn't mean I'm not sponsored.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
We could all be sponsored, but then they have their brand positioning that they don't want the masses to be there.
no, but the commercial model in terms of the sponsorship ticketing and all of that are still the same.
Yeah, that's
regardless.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just needed to know, are you willing when you get to that point
I
as a
think
top
I've had a
artist to do the
conversation with,
honorarium?
No, listen, I talked to him. I said most of the artists, actually some artists I will speak for myself. I know a lot of artists wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But when we take you to the BET, because of whatever they have planned and whatever, you even want to be part of it. You know, when you see your name being used and they are selling tickets, you are thinking more commercial when it comes to it. It's commercial, but then it's in your face, like you're selling tickets. This is, if Shatta Wale, Sarkodie, this, if you built it without that, we already want to even be part of it. You get it? The BET, you're not going to the BET because Jay-Z is performing. It's the BET, you have to be there. You know, so that, in a way, it's a suggestion. They don't have to do it. I'm just saying, if they do it like that, and artists willingly want to say, oh, this year I did work, I want to be performing. I don't know about other artists, but I could do it.
Yeah.
You will.
Yes.
You will.
Yes, but then don't force me to perform. If I'm not in the mood, I won't.
Okay, so I mean, I'm glad that. Okay,
That's the second question he's about to ask.
This is, I tell you. I tell you.
Sadiq, finish it quickly.
I knew
Finish it
Erika
quickly.
would just try to gag me.
Don't
but-
worry. Finish it
I mean, I'm
quickly.
glad that we all spoke about the whole gatekeepers conversation.
Yeah.
I needed to understand.
Gatekeeper one.
I need to understand. I mean, you speak about it, but I need to understand what you make of it in the first place before I get to my question on the gatekeepers.
What I make of the gatekeepers?
Mesa wants to answer for you.
What-
So I'm asking what he makes of it.
Who are these
What
gatekeepers?
he makes of it.
But he just said he got here without no gatekeeper.
okay.
So you can't be bothered about gatekeepers.
Let's put it this way. Boss,
Charlie,
please, do you know who the gatekeepers are?
No, I don't.
Then let's move forward.
But you know the question I'm
Sadiq,
asking.
your last question. How does he know? He doesn't know the gatekeepers.
No, but
That's
I
answering for him.
the two say wanna be sensitive when.
I get like it's everybody's up
Because
now.
what he's
Everybody's
asking
waiting
is-
for questions.
Yes.
Look,
Boss,
you see
please
what I
go
told
on.
Della yesterday was simple. I said that look, when we get the likes of Sarkodie to come here,
Yeah.
it's important that we use that to have industrial conversations. Look, mind you, this is Joy FM.
Yeah.
Policymakers are listening, parents
True.
of kids are listening,
Yeah.
everybody's listening. And these are
Uncle Ken, stop heckling Sadiq. Uncle Ken, you are heckling Sadiq.
I'll get you.
Don't mind him. Go ahead. Don't mind him.
So when we get the likes of Sarkodie here, I mean, we need to have that kind of
Dialogue, yeah.
deep
Yeah.
conversations around the industry. Often we like to have the surface conversation. I'm not interested in marriage. I'm not interested
Yeah.
in this. I'm all out for industry conversations.
yeah.
It's important that people clearly understand some of these things because clearly there are a lot of ignorance about the industry ins and outs and how these things takes and
Yeah,
all of that.
true.
You know, so essentially, you want the khaki?
You didn't have to say that on air.
No, it's all me. It's so there. Okay.
All right,
So
Sadiq, let's go on.
So
Yeah.
essentially, I mean, I've seen you take a dig at them. Of course, I mean, you just heard about it.
Yeah.
But clearly, the point I wanted to make, Ken is making me forget. But
You
let me
forgot
just
to-
jump
don't
into the
worry.
other question. I'll come back again. The other question I want to ask is: a lot of parents are listening. You seem to be one of the celebrated talents currently. How do you go about your releases, your music, your commercial strategies, how you turn around whatever you put in, your legal regimes in terms of the contracts you sign with producers and all of those things. How do you go about these things when you record? How it comes out, the commercial strategy? What are your main revenue earners, your main revenue channels? I'm interested in some of these things.
This question there, you make me release a lot of info that I wouldn't want to.
No, not the numbers.
Secrets,
not the numbers.
Even how? That's.
No, I'm not looking for the numbers.
No,
I mean,
how,
I just.
You're asking how, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I can. There was one
There's
there I
been
could
past.
answer, but I wanted to hit. Sorry.
Okay, in this heckling, I think I just need to stop. With this heckling, I just need to hold on.
Answer, but
It's a lot of heckling. I just need to.
I think that question is about his trade secret, and if he doesn't want to, share it.
Sadiq Abdullah.
But Sadiq, who are the gatekeepers?
The gatekeepers.
Yeah, use the microphone.
I don't know.
No. So who are the gatekeepers?
Okay, so I make the point that in every industry you've got people that have a certain level of access and control.
Yeah.
And these people open up the access for people. So you, Leda as a producer, it has a certain level of access as a gatekeeper. She as a presenter has a certain level of access as a gatekeeper. A number of people. So for instance, in 2010, Sarkodie performed on the Mamas.
Yeah.
There was a role certain people played to
get
ensure
them
that
there.
Sarkodie got on it.
Yeah.
I was personally involved, myself and Rudy Kwachi.
Okay.
So you
That
are
is a
gatekeeper.
gatekeeper's action.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Okay.
So beyond that as well, there's a number of things that Sarkodie may have gotten. Dr. Duncan,
Yeah.
Joy FM, all these things. So I make the analogy that there are a number of people within the industry that play a certain role. These people, by virtue of
The
their
roles they
work
play.
or their role,
They become
have a certain
gatekeepers.
level of access, and so they are gatekeepers.
And
Every
influence.
industry have gatekeepers, but I think that was misconstrued.
Okay.
Also because of the Strongman issue.
Okay.
Because I made the analogy that on Strongman, personally, the number of people that spoke to me directly, I could probably drop some names, that said that they were not willing to take on Strongman and promote him or give him access, also because they thought that Sarkodie was not helping industry initiatives or they didn't have a certain level of access to him.
Okay.
So I use the word gatekeepers, but then again, everybody attacked the messenger rather than the message, debating the message. And I realized that there was a number of ignorant commentary and derogatory commentary being made about it. But the facts, it's actually facts. There's a number of them. Look, there are a number of people that would have, I'm sure Angel may have had one or two conversations with a lot of people in the industry that would say, look, I have a problem with this. Akwesi may have come to you to say that I have a problem with the fact that you are not available for us and you are only available probably for December shows. No. So you see, Miss G is going, because she may have heard that. It's not necessarily, what I did was just to relay the information.
Okay.
But this is actual facts.
So in bottom line, what you are saying is that some people are complaining that SAC is not accessible or doesn't avail himself for interviews,
or doesn't support
maybe
industry
it's
initiatives, a number of things.
So
And so
is it true?
these people just didn't want to. So it's probably maybe there's a disconnect between his team himself and these people.
Could it also
But
be that
this
maybe
is
the time
feedback.
that they want him, he's not available? Maybe the time that they want
Expectations
him,
management, George. Expectations management. Don't answer. So you see, there's got something called expectations management. How come the same feedback is not given or related to other talents? So it's feedback regardless. So that's why I say that there's a certain level of expectations when perhaps somebody is not owning and managing the relationships well to that extent where it fuels up these things. So that's when the word gatekeepers got into the public domain. But again, the way we react in this town, everybody do not like to have that deeper industry conversations.
True.
So everybody said, and I was actually even angry with some of this industry because I told them the industry where you see that often you people will come to me, have a conversation with me regarding these things, and when it's put in the public domain,
you don't come and
when
support.
the fans hit at you, then everybody run away. Why are you not going to the thick and address the person, the artist, address his fans, address his management, so that these things that you don't like do not necessarily show up again? So that is where the gatekeepers come from. But I'm probably glad that
I love Sadiq Abdullah. Abu.
Hey, today
I really, no, but you know, so why are you saying today?
okay.
You don't know that
I
you
know,
are
I know,
my
I know.
person,
I know.
my personal person. I love him to bits.
Plus Rasta.
But as some more kind in an ekura is all I gatekeeper.
Number one.
No, but I mean, you could ask him. I don't know what you make.
No. Yeah.
What do you make of
Sadiq, you made you made the point. So
Yes,
yeah.
I agree with a lot of things that he said. You
okay.
know, I think I sat with Mark.
Yeah,
we talk a lot, and then he told me about these things, and I do agree with it. If you study me, even Mark should have been the last person that I would want to open to. I want to open up to a lot of like industry people, but I always feel when the expectation is not met, I look back. So it makes me want to like
stay back,
because if I don't get close to you, you don't say. If I say no to something, it's a problem. Like I don't have. But you said something that's very important. There should be like. Even if I'm not going to do it, there should be somebody that has to be dealing with that on a constant basis. Yeah, exactly. Because what I do is I quell into my shell because I feel anytime I talk to these people,
you're misunderstood.
Exactly. There's something that goes wrong. So maybe I don't ever think for a second that it's because of branding. I don't want to talk to nobody. It's just my constant what I've encountered with the media most times. You know, so it makes me draw away, but it's never intentional. Like I don't want to, you know, because if George says, "Sak, I'll come." If same with
Sadiq,
Mark,
yeah,
because he's gotten to
level of
yes, we had a conversation, and I felt it was genuine.
Yeah.
And same with
Uncle Ken doesn't trust Mark.
Yes, I don't trust Mark. Why not Mark sat in this studio?
So let him speak.
Uncle Ken, every day when an artist comes here, Uncle Ken, he turns back his vocal.
Because you know why? Because I love these guys.
Yeah. And I conversations, regardless, cannot.
When Mark Okrakumante, people with Dala Aglanu and Philip are here. I had a lot of arguments with him about SAC because Mark Okrakumante was always saying uncomplimentary things about SAC.
Yeah. Oh, but they patched
up.
Well,
that was a long time ago.
And the point is this. Regardless of the love you have, I'm not sure that none of us do not love these guys. If we really do not love these guys, we probably not care.
I'm not saying you don't love them.
But you see, what is important, like I said to you, is that often we deny the public the benefit of deeper industrial conversations.
Okay.
When the likes of Sarkodie get here, when they come, we need to have that. It's important.
Oh, I know.
You know, the people that are listening.
Sadiq, don't worry. You made that point. Let's go. We're running out of time. You made the point. Something important is happening, though. Angel is sharing money in the studio.
Is he?
I don't know if it's part of the show. Angel is sharing money in the studio. For the gatekeepers.
But you are Uncle Ken number one.
Yes, let's go to Uncle Ken now.
Okay. Sadiq made the point.
Yeah.
When he first started, and that's why I butted in, and I apologize for disturbing, even though he never apologizes to me when
Uncle Ken.
Uncle Ken, let's go ahead. Don't worry.
He made the point about Sarkodie being wrong when he said that the Grammys were not open.
And the BETs and the
No. He told
mentioned
you
three different events. He
on the tweets.
On the tweet, he mentioned 3 events.
Okay, but he told you here in this studio that he was actually talking about the Grammys. Did you not hear him? Me, I heard him all.
Uncle Ken, I was addressing his tweets, and he said that.
Don't worry.
Okay.
He used MTV, BET, and Grammys.
So immediately that conversation came up, people came up with various interpretations as to what SAC was trying to say. And one of the interpretations was somebody coming up with Grammy tickets are not available to the general public. And that's exactly what SAC was trying to say with regards to the VGMAs.
But this clarity didn't come.
Sadiq, hold on. Let Uncle Ken learn.
He didn't like the heckling.
I'm sorry.
Uncle Ken, go ahead. Uncle Ken, go ahead. Uncle Ken, please go ahead. Yeah.
That's exactly what he was trying to say. That it isn't the general public that are made to buy tickets to appear on award shows. That's all he was trying to say. But people took him out of context and everybody started bashing him. Because when you go further, it says that nominees are given tickets to attend the award show. The rest of the membership has the ability to purchase tickets. However, they generally sell out in less than a minute. So how's that going to extend to the general public? And they're talking about the membership. Which membership are they talking about?
Gatekeepers.
Yes. The gatekeeping membership. So it is not a public thing. And that's all he was trying to say. Media mass manning.
Thank you very much, Uncle Ken.
Thank you.
Very, very, very well said. Nicely,
looking for clarity.
Nicely put. Nicely put. Nicely. So let us take a few of the messages that have popped up. Quite a lot. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, please. Della. Okay, we're continuing from here. Thank you for hosting. Okay, we've read that one. We've read that one too. Della, please scroll up. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for hosting my biggest musician. Please tell him Sack Natives are waiting for his new album. Tell him to give me shouts. Nana Kofi, Sack Mahoney. Okay, Sack, they are waiting for the shouts.
Shouts. Sack Natives, yes, Sack Nation.
Exactly. He's from DC. This one says, George, good afternoon. Big up Ken Sack. I have questions for him. Why is he not working with more US hip-hop acts like Drake and the rest? Because Casper is featuring Black Thought. But he also had you did something with Ace Hood, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, that's there. And then Wizkid duel with top US international acts. Then there's it's shoots global icon status. That's from Edem Lachu in North K. Okay. This one says, hello, I'm Joe, a fan of Ken Sack from Accra Technical University. I'm offering bilingual course and I used to go to Ivory Coast, Abidjan for my holidays. Ivorians really like him and I wish he could do a feature with Ivorian musicians. May God Almighty bless him. Thank you very much. Hi, good afternoon, Joy FM. Please tell Ken Sack that is the biggest fan in the world, that his biggest fan in the world stays at Bawe Zero Trotro Station. I love him to the bone. Too much wisdom from artist of the decade. Sarkodie, this is Latif. Okay, on Instagram. Love you so much. Still waiting for the album Artist of the Decade. Oh, are you coming out with an album called Artist of the Decade?
No.
Okay. Hi, I am Jacology from Zambia, listening via TuneIn app. I'm a big fan of Sack. Do you have any plans of doing an African tour? Yeah, this one mentioned app. I saw you advertised on some app. What's it called? View Me or something? What's that?
It's a platform that I discovered that I think we all should be part of. It's called Vumi. If you go on your Play Store, you find it. I think it's like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube boxed in one, but then you're monetizing anything you put out there. And the good part is you could stream pay-per-view. So that means now streaming, you can choose the price that you want people to watch you. You know, because now Instagram is free. I don't know if Instagram is paid, but I think you stream for free. But on Vumi, you could stream all the shows that you're doing, not even here.
Reason I ask because I had some people say it belong to you.
No. I just believe in the app and what it does.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I saw it, and it's a bit new. But then when I saw the features and what it has, I felt everybody should get on. Yeah. And actually, for a lot for us in the media that we have content to push out and make money out of it, I think that's a good platform for all of us.
Oh, so you put your content there actually?
How does the model work?
Okay.
So what, you load the content and what happens?
The back end job is a whole lot. I have my people dealing with it, but then it's Sadiq that could pass on the information when I get it, but then it's like YouTube. You're getting paid for views.
Okay.
But then this one affects just even post pictures, whatever. You're still monetizing it. And then the best part is if you Sadiq believe that people can watch you for $100 and you want to stream per that. That's the difference. Because normally you
peg your own rate.
You peg your own. Oh, that's cool.
That's the magic. To me, that's the magic with Vumi. So if you feel people can watch you and pay 1,000 Ghana cedis, you could set that.
Interesting.
So if two people,
but how do they filter rights and all of that?
Those extra stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Tell Ken Sarkodie he should keep it up and continue being the gentleman that he is. Listening to him live from London. That's Nene. Uncle Ken, dear, every day. Today is my first time meeting this. That's Obed from New Legon.
Rasta will get out.
Uncle Ken, it's true. Who else do you want to meet?
Who else do you want to see? Wendy Shea.
Oh, he's met the 4S.
Yes, I haven't even met Wendy
now.
Shea.
Yes,
you have to meet Wendy Shea.
I haven't met Wendy Shea.
Have you met
Miss V?
I haven't met Miss V.
Have you met Efia?
No, I haven't met Efia.
Wow. Uncle Ken.
I have not.
Have you met Shabarangs? Who? Shabarangs.
Yes, I've met Shabarangs.
This week I heard someone was saying that you guys brought Shabarangs.
Yes, I've met Shaba.
Okay, let's go on. This one says, Kensak is our own, and you know there are different African hip hop artists who are doing international collaborations. So why is our own Kensak not putting measures in place to make one of their best intercollab with those hip hop artists? Or please ask him if he is waiting for Jay-Z, as he always says in his songs. By the way, I'm a huge Sak fan, lay low, so I want to know why not huge in the collab up till now. Bless up y'all over there, especially Kensak from Kwame in DC. That's from Kwame in DC. Okay, so hey Kwame Rasta, you're here. We haven't heard from you. Yeah, as for you, dear, you know Kensak, so talk to us.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
I'm very happy to write you this letter.
I'm very happy to receive it. Talk to us.
I first heard your voice today just when I got to Kitase.
Who, me?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, well, you found Christ or something else, because you usually are not that, like, you know, at 2, mid-2. That's when I first heard
when
your
the
voice.
guests you are coming to interview, they call you at 1 o'clock. That Charlie, the guy reach here. What do you do?
When Della mentioned that Sarkodie was here,
yeah,
I was like, oh, okay, good on you guys. I thought he was lying.
Yeah, I thought so too.
You know, if it is not, because I still don't believe, I don't trust that Sarkodie came from home for this purpose at that time. I suspect there's some studio somewhere just behind some building, and he slept there yesterday, and all of them have converged here to make our lives very, the way it is this afternoon. But you see, we are blessed to have him sitting right here. Some of us who have seen him come from where he's coming from, it is heartwarming to be here at the very top, to sit on Joy FM and for him to give testimony to especially what happened over the weekend and beyond. Congratulations on 10 years Artist of the Year. I wouldn't have given it to you for reasons why for reasons that was not captured in the category definition. So you've won it on merit. 50 plus nominations, 21 plus wins. It's unprecedented. Nobody has done that. So yes, strictly on merits, you deserve it. But those of us who lost, I've spoken to my people up there on the ridge. We'll do some carvings and give it to 1 or 2 people in appreciation for what they've done within the decade under review. So we haven't lost, and good on you. You see, Ken Sak, we have a village to build into a nation, and it behoves everybody, whether you matter or not, that you dole out your little mite. Your tweet on at the height of the unprecedented nonsense that we suffered, the one that spelled out your affections for Mr. Charles Nyama Jr., that he's your brother, blah blah blah. The next time you want to get an association, please send him a text, or you could print it out on a t-shirt and send it to his home, because the ramifications, the ripple effects of what happened on the night, it's not about you. Listen, all your creations from Adonai to your concerts is bigger than you. And you're not Tihui. So your fans, I see the way they dote on your wife and Titi. Beautiful. Almost as if, listen, they go through a lot. Father, you know Father, right? He's down here. He sells mobile phones, and these are regular Joes, hard-working people who would kill and die for you. You know, and it goes beyond you, sir. So when somebody with so much talent and gifts, like in the person of Shatta Wale, makes the mistakes or commit the mistakes that he's committed, and we have to speak to it. The timing of that tweet, the disappointment from that, because you see, the fan base, let's not kid ourselves into thinking that it is just music. what you guys have attained, especially since the reintroduction of Shatta, in terms of fan base. On the streets, it is war. It is not a joke. Okay? I hear Sunday people were fighting in Kwabinya.
Beyond that, sir.
There's been, there are serious things that have been brought to bear on our plight or on our progress. And so when people like you take that positions, it's not just about the disappointment, but then again, it makes certain people feel like, yes, even your sack stuff is still the hold fort. But you see, the conversation, unfortunately for us, is being vested in, again, the small blight on the night. But, Sack, the biggest culprit here on the night, Shatta our host, Shatta House. They brought us there and then left us alone for the hyenas to feed on. And I am not happy that George is moderating today, because at the end of the month he ought to be paid. You understand? People challenge.
Opportunity to ask your questions.
Are you done with Sack?
Because you're almost out of time. And
no, I'm not Sack. Sack has to go. It's time.
Yes.
So finish
yes,
with
but
Sack so that
is
we can
a
go.
big. Listen, Sadiq dealt with the industry bit.
No,
and I'm
obviously
dealing
you
with the
should hurry up.
social.
Okay, hurry up.
Maybe you do yourself some.
You
good
hurry
if
up.
You
hurry up.
Hurry up.
So you see, we should, having had this opportunity of you being here, should be looking at the way forward. True. For instance, they have sat in their homes, in their offices, come up with a very, strict and very biased situation that, listen, we are collecting back our plaques from you for what? It's not like they were sharing things to people and they do me in penny and Shatta. It's very unfortunate that you guys at the helm, let's say you, Samini, Shatta, Stoneboy, if you decide to form any alliance today, say, listen, we do not even issue a statement, okay, that we do not and we cannot permit this based on, because almost everybody is speaking against that bit of punitive, measures meted out. Now, it's important that you at the top come together to speak, because it is you that have the masses behind you. Shatta House, Onyeshi is just a business entity, put musicians together, tell them to come and comport themselves, wear your best clothes, I would award you, reward you, and then I'll make all the money, give you some more if need be, and then next year I'll use you again based on whether you make a hit or not. They are not a charity organization. They are business people. When was the last time they told us how much sponsorship monies they've gotten? Because they do not owe us. It's a business. And they have their kids and wives and husbands to report to how successful their businesses are going.
So the question.
No, I'm not. No, listen, I won't make an answer and we can question Now, the point I'm making is, yes, there's
because VGMA discussion starts from 4. We have to finish with Sack, then he goes. So you are mixing the points.
No, but Sarkodie told you that he's going. Okay. Yes. Listen. Again, I am saying that Sadiq, for instance, you've spoken to the technical bit of industry and gatekeepers bit. If we had time, I would have dissected your first track on the night. I just saw Joy FM express that, quote you, that you said you were not dealing with anybody. There's a certain Ajeteso who is collecting lower now. In the song, you mentioned that Ajeteso, you rap more Ajeteso. Now, you were directing, you mentioned, you created a personality there that say Oji lower. So I just say, no, not Ajeteso, but
someone is the
Shatta Wale G lower. You didn't mention Shatta. We've listened to it again, but for what happened on the night, these are some of the very constructive things, having had the opportunity to be with you, would have delved into.
But you came late.
Well, I'm here. So, Sak, you see, please.
Okay.
Dear Hamid, dear Damakuma, so most importantly is for you to be cognizant of your social impact and then what it does to your fan base. Because on the street, beyond your fan base, because on the street, it is not friendly.
Yeah,
you know. And the next time your parents, your mothers decide to form an alliance and create a WhatsApp group for them. You know, the way Shatta will tell you, you know, your mommy say make her look your back and then cannot. It's none of our business. Listen, enjoy those moments, but really and truly on the grounds, there are lives that ought to be entertained, and we are missing.
Rasta, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You've spoken 10 minutes and there was not even one question involved. Okay, Sak, we'll try to end it here. This one says, great program. Sak on a different level of maturity. Keep it up. That's from Kofi Chikata. I think, I don't know if he's still with the World Bank, but he used to be there. But we're going to open the phone lines, hear the fans a little bit. It will be unfair to let them come in. So 0302-216-541, 0244-340437. We'll take just 5 calls so that Sak can go. 0302-216-541, 0244-340437. This is Joy. It's Showbiz A-Z. We're speaking of Ken Sak. After that, we'll come do some VGMA chat. Yes. This one says, who was that? I cannot get his angle. Okay, let's see who's on the line. Hello?
Yeah, hello, George.
Yeah. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is Regulize. I'm calling from Tema.
All right, Sak is listening.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sak there, I always hail him on Twitter. I'm not here to hail Sak. I'm here to ask Sadiq to apologize to Sak. Because yesterday, he tweeted about Sarkodie and he called him somebody. So today, he has to apologize to Sak for calling him somebody on Twitter. We are pissed though, but we are not going to insult him because we are civilized and we are cultured. So he should apologize to Sak.
All right, Sadiq.
But I just asked the same questions. I asked the same questions.
They said you addressed them as somebody.
Yes, I said somebody.
So you just didn't want to mention his name.
I just didn't want to mention it.
And you used they are offended by the name somebody.
They are offended by it.
Yeah.
Coward.
It's Ramadan, so please apologize for using somebody.
But no, but why am I being forced to apologize?
Because someone is uncomfortable with it.
No, but I should feel it and apologize. It's
Okay.
not.
So you don't agree?
Yeah, if I don't feel like it, why should I?
All right. Okay, so let's see who we have here. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
This is Ajiman Joseph, calling from Compton, Chama.
Ajiman, shoot.
Yeah, all that I have to say is God bless Sak and great work. You see, in this world, when you serve, you become a greater person. Sak has served from his youthful stage, and he did a great job. He worked very hard. So the successes that he's talking is about hard work that he started. He started underground, very hard, and when he came out, whoever will listen to Sak is like, wow. And you know, I predicted that he was going to win, and I'm glad he has won. It's not that his music was doing too much than others, but apart from Sak, when you hear his music, everybody will adjust to it. Whoever features Sak in his or her music, that music is a hit throughout the 10 years period. So I think he deserves it. So
Thank you very much, my brother. That was quite deep. Yeah. Let us see who else we have on the line. Hello?
Hello, guys. This is Yaro calling from Nkoko in Mr.
Yaro!
Yeah, big boss.
Yaro!
Hi, big boss.
Yaro!
Oh, big boss.
Yaro! How you doing, my brother?
By the grace of Almighty Allah, we are blessed and sitting inside of. We are doing the Ramadan. We give thanks and praises to the Creator because the left 10 days for us to sleep. So today I'm all again to all our Muslim brothers today. We are starting the left recovery. But I have a question for my senior brother Sadiq.
Go ahead. Sadiq, it's for you.
Yeah, I want to ask Sadiq. Sadiq, you know that we Islam. We don't take sandals or slippers to enter our mosque. So how come somebody got sandals or a shoe to enter the mosque? How are they? Our leaders need to inform the person. So we are not here to condemn anyone, but what we want for us, in terms of fans of Shatta Wale, or maybe Sadiq is a fan, or maybe talking for Shatta Wale, we need them to come out to apologize in terms of the VGMA board. If Shatta Wale didn't walk to that stage, that whole balloon is going to happen. That's what we need him as a mature, as we believe in Islam. We are doing the Ramadan too. We need to let the fact to the whole world to know that what his brother did, Shatta Wale did, is not right thing. That's what we need him to do for us. That's what I have to.
Yaro, thank you very much. I don't hear a question for Sadiq though. All right, let us pick our last caller. Let's see who's on the line. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, your name and where you calling us from?
Yeah, this is Reb Joe, calling from Medina.
All right, go ahead, my brother. Sakas listening.
What I was saying was that Sarkodie is a type of artist in this world, not Ghana, who is very talented and ready to support and to help everybody at all he meets, whether he knows you or he don't know you. Look, Sarkodie did something which I don't want to mention my name for him to know the person who is talking, but he did something which, when I want to talk about it, Mola Krabeshi.
Hey, that's overreaction.
Sarkodie is a type of artist. Obi feature Sarkodie, he makes sure that he comes out easily. And Ushia Sarkodie, baby, you sit in your home and say Sarkodie is a very rude human being. He's not good. He's the type of bad human being. But Ushiana, Sarkodie made him promise be who he wants to be, because what?
Yep.
He's a very talented and he's a very great human being in this world. Sarkodie, I want to say this. There are 3 talented artists in this Ghana. You should look up to one of them, because we all trust in you, what you can do. Will be out easy. You have a spirit in you, a spirit in your. We always support you with prayers, and I believe what you are doing is a very great thing. And Yameka say actually opportunity na menya say ne umutima peke me call radio so say me kasa chao. Subaine wo mu no. Koswana so. Actually, yes, bibia nipa timi too anytime, but adiba ko pe na me pese bibia ko so kai niama o ye no on pai bon mema renfi, because papa na o ye no nyankopon no ye den okura bombodi na koso boa obi a oboa bia no na unshira no enye mi na metua enye bibia wo no mo motio ne betua nyankopon ne wa ya magana fo no mintiminka ena mi mintimi ntua oka nyankopon ne betua oka, because nyama pankwa na wo ye ogana hanti no actually me shira esre nyame adum nyina se enka no bo ho ban e wi Yesu Kristo di ma me bompa e Sarkodie. Amen.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Sak,
that was too deep.
You wanna cry?
I'm trying to look at his eyes though.
I can lend you a few tears. Mine is still not finished.
That was very deep. Thank you.
Oh, again, today come for you.
Oh, George, my question.
So you have one last question,
yeah.
because I think there's no better way to end this interview than
this one. But it's a simple question. It's not one of those ones that you think is controversial.
All right.
I think I've watched this man, and every time I keep asking, what kind of brand is he projecting? People say, like he mentioned in his interview, that people think that, oh, you're too new. Miss, I told him last time that you behave like you're the godfather of the industry. Like you pick your phone and then you want to talk about everything that worries the industry, what's happening in the industry. And then you make yourself available when you feel that you want to make yourself seen. So I'm asking, like the way they whisk him away during the anomaly that happened at the VGMA, it tells a kind of brand that is deliberate. I want to know what kind of brand Sarkodie is building.
Before you answer that, Sak, there are 2 people who were whisked out of that auditorium in James Bond style. Sarkodie and the British High Commission. I said James Bond movie. Oh my God. Somebody was telling me they saw Sarkodie walking over there.
I was just behind the British High Commission. I was just looking at him like this. I just turned, and like seconds when I turned again, they just whisk him away.
Yeah. Sak, so what kind of brand are you building? I mean, how do you want people to see brand Sak?
Wow, I have an idea, but to like put a word to it, that would be hard. You know, I think I'm being me as a person. You know, that's how I am naturally. You know, so when people say, like people compare me to my brother and go like, you are fake because you don't voice out. If I act like my brother, I will be faking actually. You know,
who is your brother?
But in this case,
it's okay. Let's move forward.
No, please,
I'm just saying. Please, they don't want brother. They want names.
And again,
yeah.
Can you help us?
Please let him answer.
No. Don't be any media and make us after then just go. Okay, so
there's a question on media.
Hey, it's okay. You know, so George is more of me as a person, Michael. how I was brought up and how I deal with things. I might be wrong in certain things, but everything I do, I'm not acting. It's just how I am as Michael. Yeah.
So what brand is that?
There is the
Michael brand.
The Michael brand.
No, he's Sarkodie, not Michael. We know him as Sarkodie.
There is a surprise for you from Sack Natives, and we invited them into the studio to come in. Yes, that's the father that was mentioned. Oh, let's take a look. Viewers at home, those watching us around the world, also have a look at it. Father, camera, the camera over here.
The Sack Natives, the
Sack Natives would always show up, and they've painted Sack nicely.
Thank you.
Oh, come to the mic. Come to the mic. Wow, interesting. What's your name? Use the microphone. Speak in the microphone. What's your name?
Godfred.
Godfred, how old are you?
18 years of age.
Wow, and you painted Sack like that? Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Congratulations, yeah? Very good. So Sack is here. What would you want to tell him?
Oh,
speak in the mic. Speak in the mic.
Yeah, I want to tell him she never give up.
Yeah.
What he's doing, it's good. It's motivating others, so you should never give up. Should not look at others. Yeah, straight up.
Straight up, my brother. That's it. All right. Sack Natives, thank you all very much. Thank you for coming. Your king is here. Sack, it's been a great day. Any final thoughts before you go away? There's a young lad out there who probably wants to grow up and be like Sack. What should he do? Or what would you like to tell him?
Love whatever you're into. Be true to yourself. Be yourself. Love all people. And just give your all. Just give everything in you. And I think today I've learned a lot just by listening.
Yeah.
And I take a lot from my two brothers.
Yeah.
The reason why I was drawn to Mark is because of these things.
Yeah.
Because when they're saying it,
it's
you might take it negatively, but maybe they feel a certain way because they, as he said, if he doesn't care, he wouldn't even talk about it. So I learned a lot and what I'm supposed to work on moving forward. But yeah, thank you to the industry and Ghana for holding me. I didn't even know it was 10 years. When you guys put me up there, I was like, are you sure it's actually 10 years? Because I've been swimming, I don't get up. But I remember having the interview with you. I told you I swim and I don't look up. So I don't get to notice how long it's been. And I thank God it's not easy. Especially being in a rap game, I'm not doing a fully commercial bit. I'm not singing. So to be in the industry for this long, it's only God and the fans. And thank Ghana so much for the support.
That speech, Artiste of the Decade. We haven't heard it.
No, I said it already.
Oh, that's what you just wrapped up
now.
with?
I just talked about the fact.
Okay. Okay. That was what you
industries,
spoke about in the industry.
And then let me just give it up to a few people. I'll miss some out, but I think Vodafone has done well with the industry. Casa Preco has done extremely well. Now the banking sector, they are coming in. Shouts to Stanchart, for the support on this one. Yeah. So we MTN.
Yeah. MTN has done great. Glow.
MTN, Glow.
Yes, Go Keke.
Yeah.
All these big brands have been supporting.
Invoice, please.
Yes, let's that's what I really wanted to do, for them to come in more.
Yeah.
So that when we go in for support, they get to understand, what this industry is about. Because you guys spend a lot, we spend a lot. But then for them to understand that this is what it takes for these things to happen, then they get to know how much they put in. So yeah, bless Ghana and hope moving forward, hope we have a great relationship.
Sack, don't go here. There's one important question here. Somebody wants to know, if you didn't win Artiste of the Decade and you were on the board, who would you think should have won it?
You need to give me time. No, but on top of my head, I think yes, it looks like
Samini.
Yes. If you look at
should I mention all the names for you? There was Samini, there was R2Bs, there was Ifia, there was Becca, there was Ochiame Kwame, there was Nasi and No Tribe, there was Sack, there was who else was there? Shatta Wale was there. Joe Metal was there, and then Stoneboy was there.
Let me keep it 2.
Yeah.
Samini R2Bs.
Samini R2Bs. Yes. So if it wasn't you, it could have been
definitely
any of
them. Ochiame Kwame, a big brother I respect, but I think sometimes in between he knows how to lay back.
Yeah.
And but R2Bs, even if they lay back, the music comes right after. So yeah.
Sack, thank you very much.
It's
been an honor. And thank you very much for coming on time. It is an act of discipline, and we really appreciate it. We would want more of such from all the other acts that we have out there. And then we would also hope that when we do invite, they would come. And please, all those others that are complaining that when they call you...
Before I go, so it's been a long time I spent time with the fans. Not just fans, but any football fan.
Okay.
I don't know when the finals for...
Champions League
is.
I can't know because
next Saturday.
Saturday.
And what team do you support?
I think hit
my team is not in the
He's a Man United fan.
Wow, no, don't force me, please.
That's
No.
No. But he can't be a Liverpool fan.
What is happening is we want to watch the match together with the fans.
Okay.
So if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I'll be putting out details as in how to make that happen. So we can watch it together. And after that, I'll perform for the fans as well.
Oh, great.
So both, I don't know, it's Liverpool and
Tottenham.
So all the fans will come.
That Liverpool win.
You never walk alone.
So those informations will come tomorrow, and VGMAs will be on turntables. We're really gonna have fun.
Maybe you should just let them join you at the Hits FM Rep or Jesse at Aviation Social Center. Kenya Bad Cry.
On the same day.
It's on the same day.
Zach, you see the risk in fraternizing with gatekeepers. You see, as you open up now they won't box you for. You see, you should never listen. If gatekeepers wants to do anything with it, they should go and look for that Lumba.
Wrap it up. But all your songs that you've done, all the collaborations features, which is your personal favorite? All the songs.
Like other songs? Like,
it doesn't matter. Your own songs.
Yeah.
Which is your personal favorite?
You were playing it you were playing it already. It's Hope. Yes.
Thank you very much for coming, my brother. It's been an honor.
Yeah.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Yeah. Yeah. Tibia wuti mubia wo kwade ama wa bemumbu nsuo beto ne nsuo ne tia ewia bebo ntime nsu se wiase kura bepo ebusuafo be yiwa ma twedi amponsi ne ni wone mbaso ma wa komentu osu awusu arawu awudie na wufe mu nyina eboro wo so ano hye panti ya wuni akoma ye nyankopon we hu mobro kese de man ma wo Kristo ne hu ton ne dia wada na oto me bono matamfo ni memra me ni da so wo so me sa de mi twapo kokko we nyame kwan so se senya me wada so tia se dia we ni da hwan so tete botan wa ye bi pen wada so gina ne naso emfa we ni ntu wiase wo nyankopon ne tia se wo didi ni be hwe ase mpredi asam we ni be guase nipa be serew na wo nya hwe kra na ye twe wase ni nyine mu wo bu nkotodwa aka senya me medase senior kese to be dead in tino and so try bebre beto so kai bebi a wo fino ya kire wo dunsi ni bi fie na so wo dan wo chino be bompa ye wo sabe ka wo de wo Yesu di mu obrede be pombe so we no de be ba na ma wa ba mumbu ina bindi na ma wa kumentu ye wadi ni hutu na ni ame so adini na di kuano ye ye so we no de be ba na ma wa ba mumbu ina bindi na ma wa kumentu
Joy 99.7 FM.
Looking for someone to take your sorrows all away, one to hold you tight and say everything's gonna be okay. Kai sabra we pray now, wa mani huna wanemia, and yet the night to be try. Hold on to your faith, there will be a.
What else?
I keep baby up.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Oh na, what you heard about brother?
What else?
The yama, the one's caught that is loving matter. Let's see how I can.
Mommy, I want to mop the floor today. But I said it first. When did you say it? Mommy.
Yes, my dear.
Can I bath myself today?
No, dear. Daddy will bath you today.
Hey, where did I sleep today? Everyone is willing to help me.
It's because of the smell of the new Camel antiseptic. No, it's because of the scent. It's the fragrance.
The new Camel from Kerex has a fresh and nice fragrance that keeps everything smelling so good with the same protection against germs.
Camel cleans, cares, and protects for healthy skin.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hi, I'm Emma Morrison, Group Head for Business Programming at the Multimedia Group. This year, I will be at the Women's Leadership Conference in Las Vegas with Adansi Travels. Want to be inspired to achieve a high level of personal and professional growth? Join me for this conference, which promotes women's personal and professional development and advancement. It's going to be an eye-opener with varying perspectives and strategies for development. Las Vegas is a top 3 destination in the United States for business conventions and a global leader in the hospitality hospitality industry. There will be lots to do and lots to see. So let's go to Las Vegas, August 4th to August 8th, 2019. Don't miss this opportunity to be inspired, motivated, and to network with over 2,000 global leaders at the plush MGM Grand Hotel. Oh, and men can come too. For US visa holders is $1,590 single, and for non-US visa holders is $1,950 single, exclusive of flights. Deadline is May 30, 2019. Contact Adansi Travels on 055-631-0404 or 024-360-6648 for registration and travel arrangements. Las Vegas, here we come.
This year, rep your Jesse. We go pop basa. Waiting where you dey support. It's time to represent your favorite club, Jesse. As Hits 103.9 FM brings you the 9th edition of Rep Your Jersey.
Rock your favorite jersey and join us at the Aviation Social Center for the climax of the UEFA Champions League as we watch the grand finale live on the gargantuan screen.
Who takes home the trophy this season? Will it be the Anfield Warriors, Liverpool, or the Tottenham Hotspurs?
There will also be various activities such as five-a-side football tournament, basketball, volleyball, arm wrestling, ball juggling competition, ladies penalty shootout, video game contest, and many more. To register for the basketball or volleyball, kindly go to www.myjoyonline.com, click on the Rep Your Jersey banner, and follow the link to participate.
Saturday, 1st June 2019 at the Aviation Social Center. Time 12 noon sharp, so you drop. See you there. Entry is free.
Rep Your Jersey 2019 is brought to you by Hits 103.9 FM and supported by Joy Prime. Sponsored by SimbaBet. Best odds always. DSTV. Feel every moment. Go TV. Live it. Love it. KFC. It's finger licking good. Heineken. Koba. Our life simplified. Unique in super. Uniquely made for you. Citruless mixture and capsule. Slim to look smart for the future. Esports Ghana and Studio HD. Capfan. Your #1 electronics and home appliance discount and free giveaway store. Salt and drink. Experience a refreshing taste. You know what you drink. Shaka Vodka Energy Mix. Let the lion in you roar.
Game over. Oh no, I lost again. Mommy, can you please buy me some coins for my game from Play Store? Please.
Kojo, how? I don't even have a debit card.
Hey, Mommy, don't you know? You don't need a debit card to buy on Play Store. You can pay with MTN Momo.
Can I?
Yes.
Hey, Kojo, how do you know?
Mommy, everybody's talking about it at school.
Really?
You can now use MTN Momo to buy your favorite apps and games on Play Store. First, choose the app or game you want and select the MTN Momo option to pay. It's that simple.
Yes, I did it. Mommy, I won.
We day for you everywhere you go. Every year, thousands around the world receive impartation from the biggest gathering of pastors, leaders, and business leaders to impact their generation. The Supernatural Empowerment Summit. This year, come and receive an impartation from these great men of God: Bishop Tudor Bismarck, Zimbabwe; Pastor Ayo Orisejafo, Nigeria; Apostle Professor Opoku Onyina, Ghana; Apostle Sam Crunchy Ankra, Ghana; and the host, Bishop Charles Ojinasari, Ghana, under the theme Power for the Last Days, starting Monday evening 27th May to Saturday morning 1st June 2019. Join us for the evening sessions at 5:30 p.m. and morning sessions starting Tuesday 8 o'clock a.m. at the Paris Dome, Jolu Junction, Accra. To register, visit www.stsummit.org. It's the Supernatural Empowerment Summit. Come and receive power for the last days.
The long football season comes down to this: the one game that decides the kings of Europe and the kings of commentary keep watch.
Sarkodie has produced the magic. What a comeback! What a turnaround! Dele Alli with the ball. Lucas Moura!
Club Scops booked their place with a famous comeback against Barcelona. Pochettino Spurs recovered from a first leg deficit to win 3-2 at Ajax. But the Royal Tussle will be settled in the sacred 90 minutes at the Wanda Metropolitano in Madrid.
European Night on Joy will climax in grand style on Saturday, June 1, 2019, with a special build-up at 6 p.m. of the Liverpool Spurs clash. Joy Sports George Addo Jr. and Gary Smith will not disappoint, with app live commentary and special build-up to the finale with massive interactivity before, during, and after the game. Commentary of the UEFA Champions League final on Joy 99.7 FM is powered by Joy Sports and supported by DSTV and GoTV. Will the Cubs never walk alone? Or the Lily White dare to do?
What a shocking night! What a shocking result! Don't tell me I'm dreaming! This is
Every year, thousands around the world receive impartation from the biggest gathering of pastors, leaders, and business leaders to impact their generation. The Supernatural Empowerment Summit. This year, come and receive an impartation from these great men of God: Bishop Tudor Bismarck, Zimbabwe; Pastor Ayo Orisejafo, Nigeria; Apostle Professor Opoku Onyina, Ghana; Apostle Sam Crunchy Ankra, Ghana; and the host, Bishop Charles Ajinasari, Ghana, under the theme Power for the Last Days, starting Monday evening 27th May to Saturday morning 1st June 2019. Join us for the evening sessions at 5:30 p.m. and morning sessions starting Tuesday 8 o'clock a.m. at the Prize Dome, Jolly Junction, Accra. To register, visit www.stsummit.org. It's the Supernatural Empowerment Summit. Come and receive power for the last days.
And that's the theme song for the VGMAs, meaning we're just about to go into that talk. But ahead of that, let's speak about another award scheme that's just about to come up. I hear I'll be winning an award there this year. So, so let's talk about it quickly. Yeah. My brother and friend, one of Ghana's finest actors, one of Ghana's finest, best-dressed gentlemen is right here in the studio with us. Come here. The microphone doesn't want to stay. Kojo, nice saying. Yes, you know him as Kojo Rana, and he's the CEO for EMA Africa Awards, right?
Yes, sir.
And this will be the third edition?
The fourth.
Fourth edition, wow.
A long way.
Very long way, congratulations.
Thank you.
How have you managed it?
It's not easy.
And it's not a paid event.
Sitting on that seat. I know you understand
it's
what
not,
it takes.
It's not a paid event, right? Do people buy tickets?
To some extent.
Okay.
Yeah, just
is it an award show?
It's an award show. It's an awards event.
Why do you sell tickets?
What?
Why do you sell tickets?
Why do you sell tickets? We need to make our money. we spend money to put up the show.
Yeah, I was just we were just doing that. Okay. So, what is the process of choosing nominees for this prestigious awards night?
Right. We have a very, very strong and able faculty. So, before the faculty's work starts, we call for nominations from the public. And then we also have a very strong secretariat. So the secretariat also does a lot of work. And then, the feed we get from the public, together with what the secretariat, the research that the secretariat comes up with, the faculty sits on it, and then they do their shortlist. And then we have two categories of awards. We have the public and faculty voting categories, and then we have the categories that are just the faculty voting categories.
Interesting.
Yes. So for the public and faculty voting categories, after we've called for the nominations from the public, and the secretariat has also done a lot of work, and then we've shortlisted. We'll bring it back to the public to vote again, and that the breakdown is 40% public, 60 faculty.
So really, the decisions are made by your faculty, not the public.
Well, the public also has a voice.
40%.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have asked for them to nominate.
But at 40%, you know clearly they don't have a say.
They do. 40%. 40%.
40% over 60%.
Yeah, of course. Their voice is heard because
you're bringing back the narratives.
Yeah, I mean, I know you are into an award scheme, so you understand.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering why the public has 40%. Anyway, but that's cool. So how many categories in total do you have?
We have about 30 categories.
About 30 categories, okay. And these categories cut across various sectors of society?
Cuts across various.
Beautiful. So how do people get to vote? Do you vote online, via short code? How?
Right, so just last Thursday we had a nominee announcement, and then we also officially launched the 4th annual EMA Africa Awards.
Yeah.
And so people can vote on our website, emaafrica.com, or hashtag EMA Africa on all our social media platforms. And they can also text EMA and the name of the nominee to 1393. And so far, I mean, from Thursday to today, we've had over 5,000 votes.
Wow.
It's just amazing.
Wow.
I don't know if it's because it's toll free, but
yeah, possibly.
The votes are just amazing, and we are very, very overwhelmed by the support that we are getting for this year's event.
Pretty interesting.
Yes.
And when is the event happening?
The event is happening on the 22nd of June.
22nd of June.
Yes,
where?
At Kempinski
Okay.
Gold Coast Hotel. We've held it at the Kempinski Hotel 3 consecutive years.
Yes.
And this year we are very excited because we have some very remarkable collaborations. We've collaborated with the Commonwealth, the Royal Commonwealth Society, and we have also collaborated with the Veteran Administration of Ghana. So there are a lot of interesting things that are going to come up this year. We have also collaborated with the Diaspora Affairs Office of the President.
Okay.
So for the year of the return, we're going to bring one great Ghanaian home to be honored at the Emmys. So this year is going to be very, very exciting. A lot of features.
Who's hosting the show? Too early?
Nothing at
Any
all.
unveil of performance?
Not at all.
Not yet. Nathaniel Atto will be hosting the show.
Yeah.
Okay. And
but performance will be announced in the course of the year.
In the course of the year. All right. Okay. Kojo, I don't know if there's any other thing you want the public to know as far as Emmys is concerned.
Well, I'd like them to, go ahead and vote for their favorite nominees. So we've put out the names. They go to our website. All the information is there.
Yeah.
Go out there, vote for your favorite nominees, so that the best person wins.
Yes,
I think everybody
the
in there
win.
is a potential
winner.
Yes.
Am I there?
You might get an honorary award.
Now we are talking. Sadiq, did you hear that? Lifetime. Yeah. Lifetime. Yeah. For the Ghana Heights Association. Yeah, exactly. All right, my brother. Thank you very much for passing through. Yes, we will look forward to that 22nd June. You said yes. Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel. We'll come there. We're gonna have fun at the Emmy Awards. Thanks, Chief. All right.
Thank you.
Nice one, Emmy.
Celebration. Our music is. We have a mission. We have a purpose. Making you move to a groove. Hear the drum beating to the Joy 99.7 FM. We're playing together, playing as one. It's a time of celebration. Our music lives. Celebration. Our music lives. Joy 99.7 FM.
them the voice of an African. Show them the beauty of Africa. The people, the culture, the music is rich. We capitalize on the capital. It no be lack. We work on what we lack until we feel like we the luckiest. So when we step in the building with the wind, we only the draw with an architect. From villages to metropolis, forget the movie, this is where the action is. Food for thought, the music be vitamin. So when it comes, we invite them in. How many times they can tell you we don't come to harmony, we live in harmony. So when we together and we say Africa stand up, we know be comedy.
One for the people, feel the beat inside.
Joy 99.7 FM.
One music, one people, one nation, feel the beat inside.
What the check, and you made your point to a cake. Lala, any watch it, any watch it, any watch it. But just show.
Everybody on your feet, yeah.
And yes, we're on our feed. You're still locked on Joy 99.7 FM. It's 24 after 4. Saturday, 25th of May, 2019. And we're just about to start that talk. We've been joined by Ni Aite Hamon, Director of Productions at Shatta Wale, Ghana. Still in the studios, we've got Uncle Kennedy. Sadiq Abdullah Abu is here. Miss G is here. Kwame Rasta is also here. So where were you last Saturday? 18th of May 2019, went down at the Accra International Conference Center. Ghana's finest stars, Ghana's finest musicians gathered under one roof to celebrate GH Music's biggest night, the 20th edition of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Yes, definitely a night that was designed to be a night to celebrate, as stated in that song. Our music was supposed to come alive. A lot of dignitaries under one roof. British High Commissioner was there. Ministers of State were there. Of course, representatives from TV Base. Kenya King from Mobile Awards UK founder. A lot of people were there. Very, very, very big people. Representatives from Barbados government and all were there. And of course, Ghana's finest stars from television, radio, actors, actresses, socialites, you name it, everybody was there. And then what happened. What have you heard so far? Were you in the auditorium? If you weren't there, we have people who were there. Kwame Rasta was there, Miss G was there, Sadiq Abdullah Abu was there, Niaite Hamon was there. Uncle Ken was not there, but I'm sure he saw images on TV. And even if you weren't there, I trust you've probably heard what did happen when, during his acceptance of his award for Reggae Dancehall Artiste of the Year, a Stone Boy took the microphone to give his acceptance speech. Shatta Wale, followed by a number of people, stormed the stage. And what happened. Let us take a summary of events from Miss G. Miss G, you were in the auditorium. What did you see? What went down?
Auditorium, like you said. So, like you said, also, we're told by Abiku Santana, who was there to announce the dancehall or reggae dancehall artiste of the year, that Stoneboy had won the category, and sitting at the last lane of those who had the platinum tickets, thanks to Asamoah Beidou Arnold. All I saw was somebody walking, shoving people from behind. And then I saw people saying, hey, Okohin, including myself, saying, hey, Okohin. Shatta Wale and a group of people walking towards the stage where there was also Stoneboy and his team who had gone there to receive the awards. Then I saw Black CD, who is a manager of Stoneboy, walk to the stairs of the stage to, like, I didn't hear what he said, but to, like, say, don't come on our stage. I presume that's what he was saying. Yeah. Don't come join us or don't come here. And the person who was leading wouldn't even vouch. He wouldn't be bothered. He kept climbing the stairs. Then there was a push.
A push from who?
There was a push. I think I saw Black City trying to stop him. And then just after that push to stop him, there was a free-for-all fight. That's all I can remember. That's what I saw in the auditorium. It took videos for me to see that there were guns pulled out, one by a police officer, and then the one the Stoneboy also had, which I saw about 3 people pass. The videos I've seen tells me or shows me that it was passed from another person to another person before it even got to Stone Boy. So that's what I saw by way of video. But what I saw in the auditorium showed when CD was denying that young man access to the stage by pushing him like stop, and then there was a free-for-all fight.
Ni, how did we get here? I mean, an event that is supposed to be an A-list event, that is supposed to invite the creme de la creme of society, an event that tickets were sold at such premium rates. I mean, 250 CDs and 400 CDs is not cheap. An event that had such high dignitaries in that auditorium. How did Shatta House allow this to happen, if I should put it that way?
George Quay, Ghana's finest.
That's KKD, the finest.
No, everybody you introduce, Ghana's finest actor, Ghana's finest musician.
Okay.
Ghana's finest introducer.
But anyway, that's spice.
Yeah.
How did we get here? We came by ride.
No, how did you allow that to happen in that auditorium, that scuffle?
How did we allow that to happen?
How should I put it? It was your show. It was under your watch, and it happened.
So it happened. But if you ask how did we allow that to happen, as if we had it was part of the running order that at this stage this would happen. I mean, Miss G, right?
Yeah, Miss G
was just giving an account and spoke about how surprised she was to see somebody just barging from the back with a whole. So everybody else was surprised. Nobody expected anything like that. So I don't know what answer you want me to give you in terms of the question you're asking me.
A lot of commentary have gone round, and some have said, to start with, Shatta Wale did not even sit where he was supposed to sit. Naturally, I would think that at shows like this, everybody would be given some sort of briefing as to where they were supposed to sit. And from Miss G's account, Miss G, you said he came from what, behind you, and you were seated at the last row. So it means he probably came from the gold ticket. In this case, gold would be the standard. Mm-hmm. Yes. Or was he supposed to be seated in the standard or the gold area?
He's a nominee, and so he has a seat in the nominee area. And that is where we expect all nominees to be sitting. As to how he got to sit at the back there, I have no idea.
But you should have a protocol team, a security team, everybody that would ensure that when people come, they hand them over to ushers and they would put them where they are supposed to sit.
Yeah, obviously we have a protocol team, we have a security team, etc. But if you don't make yourself accessible to the protocol team or to the security team, and if they don't see you, obviously the protocol and the security team will not be at the gold area where you from what we were saying he was sitting. They'll be at the premium area ready to receive those coming in, those invited guests, etc. coming in. So if you don't get to that area, they won't see you.
But it's the same room. When he entered, they didn't see him from wherever they were?
George Quay, I don't deal with protocol. I deal with technical production. And so and don't forget, let's even say they saw him. They cannot go and drag him wherever he is if he doesn't want to go sit where he's supposed to sit. If even they went with security and police and the man says, I've bought my ticket and I've come to sit here, you cannot drag him to go and sit where you think you want him to sit.
But did anybody at least approach him to find out why he wanted to sit there?
Quay,
you wouldn't know?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
But I'm saying that it is expected that all nominees would act the way everybody expects nominees and invited guests to act on the night of the event.
The thing that happened, Shatta House, have you sat down as an organization to analyze it? And where do you think as an organization you also faulted?
You know, it's very difficult to say. I mean, right now, post-event, everybody can say what they want to say. You get me? But as an organization, from beginning to end, we had arrangements that we made in place in terms of production, in terms of protocol, in terms of security. Everything was, as far as we were concerned, top notch, because we had given all those arrangements the best of what we've ever done. You understand me? So if it was protocol, based on the challenges of the previous years, we had improved on the protocol service. If it was security, based on the challenges of previous years of events and activities, we had over 85 or so security people on ground, from military to police to private security to national security. We had done everything from what we know, because don't forget, we are also not a security company. We are an events organizing company. So you deal with an institution or a company that also deals with those things. So you hire third parties, etc. But obviously, just like anything else, if something happens on the night, even though you might not, as Shatta House, we might not directly be in charge of that, once we have asked those people to do a service for us, we might take ultimate responsibility of any breaches that would happen.
So in your account, which of the responsibilities of the breaches do you accept as an organization?
Any breach that happened there on the night, so far as we have invited patrons to the place, we must accept that this was a breach and look at it to improve such that we overcome such things in future.
I like where you've gone by accepting that you breached. And some have also commended you.
Accepting that there was a breach.
Which you accept, you take as a blame for the company.
Which I take as once we are the organizers.
Exactly. We're on the same page, which is good. And some have commended you for the severe reprimand you've meted out to the two actors involved.
You're mixing two things. Shatta House has not reprimanded.
Some have commended the board
Thank you.
for the severe reprimand that has been meted out to the two actors involved. That is the two musicians, Stoneboy and Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
But so